And the beauty of it all, I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can. Azir. Hello, people. What's up? So yes, kita live lagi akhirnya. Akhirnya kita live lagi. Suara gak ada ya? Jelasin ya. Tes. Nah. I'm with you. Just the two of us. Halo Kiki Dwiki, apa kabar? Halo viewer-viewerku, apa kabar? Saya sampai dulu, apa kabar? Match found. By Tokyo. Ya, jadi Tokyo udah kalah tadi terakhir lawan tim Cynical, kita kalah. So, we're not playing anymore di VCT. Dan I think this is the last VCT ya. For this year. I guess kayak kalau akhir tahun baru ada lagi deh gue rasa deh. Swipe up males. Udah kebanyakan story hari ini.
Deathmatch.
Spam gitu.
Warm up.
Tadi ini map gua menang. Yang dapet siapa? Percaya dapet siapa? Ada kok part 2 night market lusa ya. Besok soalnya 3 video gua keluarin. I tried my best. Tidak menang. Screen udah. More.
Dominating.
Gue tadi udah kalah lawan Cynical. Tim Tokyo udah kalah lawan Cynical. Jadi udah nggak main lagi. Gua di week 3 udah kalah. Habis. Udah nggak ada lagi VCT toh. Set 3 ya. Musuhnya nggak suka keluaran nanggung ya. Kalau keluar harus all out kata musuhnya. Baru hari ini kita main lumayan lama loh, sampai jam 3 lah ya kita main. Sampai jam 1 lah ya. Nggak main tadi. Mas YB nggak main, Mas YB. Kalau ada PCT lanjut lagi loh. Kita kan orangnya don't stop till you get enough. Kenapa Stingisnya lagi nggak bisa transfer VP lagi down semua. Di tempat-tempat lain juga down semua guys. Kalian enggak sih. Jadi YB tuh sebenarnya masih main Val tapi jarang banget. Tadi dia bilang dia pengen ikut sebenarnya, cuman lagi ada kerjaan jadi dia nggak bisa main tadi. Malam Christian. Halo Zamar.
Kill the sky. 3 killed.
Set dah. Kenapa kalah padahal tadi menang? Jadi tuh kita hari ini main 2 kali. Pertama lawan yang Roy Siur kita menang. Terus kedua kita lawan Sinikal tuh yang hampir kalahin satu ego aja. Kalah lagi aja. Boleh aja ntar kirim gua thank ya aja ya. Enggak sih, sementara ini katanya Tokyo nggak mau turnamen dulu. Member-membernya lagi pada nggak main dulu. Ada yang record VCT-nya nggak? Ada, gua udah upload tadi. Gua upload tadi. Sekarang apa yang gue udah ketemu? Nggak sih, kita kan udah seneng juga, udah menang, Cak. Ngerti gak sih, kita nggak kebantai aja tuh udah seneng.
For dead.
Dominating.
What is this? Nah, record. Besok gua upload ya. Nggak keburu hari ini. Suruh encode lagi. Gua kan pasti cut dong, nggak mungkin gua upload full kan. Pasti gua cut kan. Nah, itu lama anjir. Prosesnya tuh setengah jam 40 menit anjir, lama banget. Dan ya cuman gua yang record.
Disappear.
Kalah bang, kalah. Ini kali ya gua anjir. Woi. Nah, itu sih najis. Glitch pop salah tarik river. Tapi gue lagi suka glitch pop aja. Bener-bener masih suka ya.
Silence.
Baca lancar kalah. Tes chat gue ada. Ada nih keren.
10 kills remaining.
Deng. Gue pikir udah dapat kali.
Five kills remaining.
35 aja gue cek. Terus gue kapan lawan punya kalau lawan? Mana musuhnya? Nggak ada di mid loh. Aneh-aneh aja anjir. Ada di mid.
Killed. Three killed.
Besok up jam berapa? Besok kita ada 3 konten. Match 1, match 2 Sinikal sama highlight gua yang bulan Mei.
One
Dari
kill
bulan Mei belum
remaining.
gua upload. Ini baru mau gua upload. Bulan Mei lu bayangin dari 2 bulan. Jadi kalau lawan Rosier 2 kali, kan best of 3. Jadi main 2 map, kita main 2 map. Siapa sih Viper-nya jago banget. Jago banget sih Viper ini, Cok. Pas kita boleh pakai meta recall boleh. Mekanisme operator diganti ya, ganti gimana? Nembak sambil jongkok dipakai kapan? Pas feelingan sih sebenarnya nggak ada waktu yang tepat tuh kapan tuh nggak ada, cuma feelingan sih. Itu sih harus cari timing lo sendiri. Lo harus bisa timingin sendiri gitu loh. Data video bisa di semua mousepad gak sih? Bisa sih. Kayak gila nggak? Kita main compare, kita lihat jadinya apa ya. Kita cari tahu jadinya apa. Bang, Jerman Celestial Fan atau Sovereign Sword? Gue lebih suka Celestial sih. Pas switch aja lu pakai Meta Recall kah? Pakai. Cuma nggak dapet. Jor lu nggak mau masuk e-sport kah? Bingung masuk tim apa? Nggak main jokian Jor. Udah kelar jokian gue. Gak balik Immortal lagi, iyalah. Error gue ya 306 lagi. Hari ini gue nggak tahu nih. Gue kompe sih lagi lose streak ya. Kompetitif gue lagi lose streak. Nah, baru 2 sih. Cuman lagi hitungannya lose streak 2 lah. Jor 13 tuh stok yang panas atau musim badut? Kalau menurut gua pas itu kan gua kill banyak banget kan itu kan. Menurut gua musuhnya banyak bikin mistake yang bener-bener punishable banget. Jadi di situ gua bisa dapat banyak kill gara-gara itu sih. Musuhnya banyak misplay. Kalah berapa lawan siapa? Kalah 2-0 lawan Cynical. Itu sih gua kalah gara-gara itu sih. Terus nggak di VCT pakai Reina dong. Ada gua pakai Raze akhirnya di map terakhir. Itu pun masih kalah. Gue bosen pakai Reina terus karena kalau turnamen gue dipercayanya pakai Reina kan. Ada tuh sekali gue nanya kenapa sih gue nggak boleh pakai Jet. Tujuan lu main VCT apa? Fun. Pengen aja gitu. Pengen masuk. Rencana sih kalau bisa masuk main event karena kalau kita masuk main event itu bakal keren banget. Kenapa? Pertama kita bukan pro player, kedua lu bayangin aja konten kreator nggak jelas masuk main event, cok. Desi gimana, Jer? Oke lah, tadi oke lah, not bad sih sebenarnya sih. Kinda bad, cuman gak shit. Bagus skin kosong, langsung isi di skin kitchen. Ya biar nggak ikut lagi, enggak ikut. Tambahin Singapura 1 biar cepet. Cerita Berlin tau gue September atau November gitu, gue lupa. Kok nggak sih September ya? Main eventnya kapan ya, week 3? Minggu depan setau gue deh. Jadi kalian video lu cheat wall hack Valo. Nah itu mah algoritma lu. Gue udah ngantuk tapi hari ini gue belum live. Jadi gue tetap live. Hari ini gue live sampai jam 1 ya. Hari ini gue live jam 1, gue tidur abis itu. Bener-bener gue tidur.
Match found.
Abis jam 1 selesai main gue langsung end stream, gue langsung tidur. Video yang kalah mana? Besok gue upload. Nggak hari ini. Kenapa Jer nggak hari ini di-upload? Kalau gue upload hari ini gue nggak sempet live. Terus gue harus live kan, kontrak. Sanzui, welcome to Filter Geng bro. Hi guys.
Yo, what's up?
Tuh, betul. Judai is open. Sorry Jorgo, sebelumnya pernah ngeramehin lo di VCT Week yang kemarin. Sekarang gue akuin lo tadi make a play sih. Tapi ya kalau bujur kadang masih lost control. Oh! Pertama-tama no problem. Gue akuin gue main emang shit. Gue masih shit. Ada, kadang-kadang pasti gue udah bikin make a play yang lumayan bagus. Tapi most of the time gue masih rada cupu. Karena keep in mind, gue bukan pro player. Gue cuman content creator. Gue cuman streamer doang yang kebetulan bisa main FPS. Dan kebetulan ya skillnya oke lah. Not bad, not shit ya. Cuman kalau dibandingin sama lu kalau bandingin gue sama pro player gitu, enggak, beda jauh. Gue lebih ke yang kayak bisa main, tapi jago mah enggak. Bisa main.
So it's good that she'll die before feeling old like me.
Bobo,
Casual lah, bro.
Astra and Race opponent. Big blue.
Gue nggak follow Bong kalau nggak
Easy free win.
artefak. Berarti udah open ya. Jadi kayak pengen nggak keradian, pengen. Tapi kalau nggak dapet ya udah nggak apa. Tapi kan gue udah radian, yang penting dapet ini. Kamu coba tahun udah pernah. Nggak mau lagi, capek. Bagi artefak nggak tahu gue. Coba. Asik. Jet lu ke sporting gue anjir. Jet gue not bad coy.
Ini.
Enemy spotted A.
No. Jet low.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Fisya beli armor dong. Najis gitu. Nice try. Ini internet gua atau lu yang lag sih? Lu kayaknya, gua nggak nge-lag. Di gua di upload speed gua lagi 9.000, aman. Nyaman, tentram. Malah ML nggak demen, nggak suka gua main Mobile Legend, gua nggak suka. Jadi mana kabarnya balik? Thank you udah bertanya. Kok bisa kalah, Cuk? Ya musuhnya jago. Sinikal, Cuk. Yang menang lawan yang hampir menang lawan AE, Cuk. Hampir ya kata-katanya ya.
Again.
Full equal ya. In heaven.
Spike planted. Last player standing. Flawless.
Males main MOBA gitu kenapa? Nggak tau, gue nggak kurang tertarik. Dulu gue suka main MOBA, sekarang udah nggak terlalu biasa ya sih. Udahlah, nggak pernah dibaca. Gua baca deh tadi, orang gua udah bilang baik kabar gua. Lu nanya kabar gua kan? Tim apa aja yang masih ada? Banyak dilihat di bracket tiap Valorant deh.
Can someone get this?
Halo Kiluarex. Where is everyone hiding?
Spike down mid.
Enemy spotted B.
Close.
I'm down.
Can I get you?
Still in sight.
Healing you.
Let's start,
I'm in main, I don't hear anything.
Cutting their vision.
B.
Enemy
Wait,
spotted
don't
B.
go. Hunting.
Shadows
Spike planted.
Hawk out.
One spot.
Raise low.
Ya.
Last player standing.
Oh,
Lah.
You were a mistake.
One enemy
raise
remaining.
low. 1
Stealing sight. Shadows traveling.
Oke.
Oh, you have time.
Panas ya. Ada waktu anjir.
The enemy fears you, Reyna. You can use that.
Halo.
Here.
Banget, thank you. Suka sheriff Ion atau Singo? Ion atau Singo? Singularity, emang Singularity ada Ion ya? Ada waktu anjir itu.
We gotta get our land back.
Again.
Multiple enemies A. Here. Reloading.
Two more.
Hawk out.
Last player standing.
Lo.
Nice.
Besok ada konten nggak? Ada. Ada konten terus sampai hari Minggu ada terus.
Anything can still happen. Remember that.
Besok 3 uploadan gua. Ya game 2 game tadi sama ada highlight yang dari bulan Mei itu. Hari-hari bau ya. Nggak tahu lah. Gua main benar-benar cuma buat main doang hari ini.
So I tell you.
Pengen menang nggak pengen?
NS.
Ini lagi
Good player.
nggak hot gua mainnya.
They duo cube number 1.
Multiple enemies mid. Caught in sight. You will not kill my allies.
Don't be seen from heaven. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Spotted mid.
Apaan itu?
Fire in the hole.
Worth juga trade-nya. Heaven two heaven. Kasih man.
Hunting.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted. Last
Low.
player standing.
120, 120.
Blinded.
Nice one. Mending Dakta atau Fantek? Nggak pernah coba. Mungkin kalau mereka kirimin gue bisa itu. Bang, main fanfest kapan minggu depan? Setahu gue deh. Setahu gue ya, gue bisa salah ya. Jor, duel lu gak jalan.
Those fools just wasted their advantage.
Nggak tahu kenapa. Points jalan tapi. Nggak tahu kenapa nggak jalan. Bukannya menang bang, gue game 2 kalahnya. Game 1 gue menang. Lawan Sinikal gue kalah. Jadi live sampai subuh, jam 1. Jam 1. Mendingan orang nonton di Gox dulu deh. By the way, kita kalau mau nobar PCT luar negeri juga boleh.
Can you wall there? Where?
Oke juga kan nobar itu.
Lewat.
Berarti lagi nih bang Jor. Usahain nih.
Imin. Lord.
You are divided.
Corazón.
Come on.
I know
Wait,
exactly
bro.
where you are.
Both. Outside.
One elbow.
Flash it, you can flash.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
You were a boat. I am a mountain. Spike spotted A.
The enemy only looks composed.
Jangan aja deh.
Their hearts
Not bad lah gue main.
Excuse, mate.
Not the best cuma not bad lah gue main lah.
You can
Ada
drop
ini.
jet one.
Yeah.
Pakai mouse apa? Gue Eder P2.
What the heck, man? I'm playing so bad.
Tapi nggak lulus ya, nggak lulus. Males main
Man,
custom
you
gue.
like Phantom?
For you, hermanita.
Gimana saya Kurumi Supermas? Kurumi apa ya? Gue lupa. Kemarin kayak lagi ngomongin Kurumi. Middle.
Whoa, that peak.
One more D.
Cross fire with me.
Cannot.
I see Bimi.
Come
more
on,
there.
Rob. I can leave.
Iya. I'm coming.
It's maybe you the guy.
Heal up, squad.
Thank you.
Last two.
I can ult them. We can go.
It's low. Heaven is low.
Spike planted.
Found one.
One hell.
Blinded.
One enemy remaining.
Excited.
Feeling sight.
Blinded.
Last player
Left,
standing.
left.
Nice.
Oh, sheesh! What the heck is wrong?
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Bang, drop dong bang.
Halo Sentinel of Duelist.
Get out of my way.
Nggak sound mid.
A lot.
Finished. Blocking sight. Reloading.
Heaven. Ram. Rams.
Hawk out. Party's over. Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, let's go. I take him a
Spike
bit.
down A.
They don't have a single life worth saving.
Help a girl out, would ya? Jeez, mate.
My bad nggak bisa. Nggak tahu. Lagi error kali Streamlabs guys. Gue juga nggak tahu. By the way, gue minta tolong jangan lupa nonton di Gox. Makasih banyak. Di Gox cuma 47. Mungkin jika kalian bisa membantu saya mencapai 100 viewer di Gox, saya akan
Say
sangat
it,
senang.
you all here like that.
Dan
I'll go there.
pas 50k kita bisa giveaway-nya meriah.
Big queen
At
start.
least they kept it interesting.
Makasih sudah mendengar pesan-pesan saya hari ini.
Let me hear them mid first.
Yeah.
Coming mid. One.
You main clear? Aiming clear, I mean.
1B.
Gonna be lah.
2B main.
Enemy spotted mid. Night night.
Ay, sorry.
Revive me, go fast.
You can revive.
Trust me, bro. You have to.
It's so far away.
You will not kill my allies.
Carefully. Oh, they come B.
Last player standing.
Stop picking mid, man, please.
Hockey banget.
Spike planted.
Hawk out. Blinded.
One enemy remaining.
That's right.
Bro, but eco.
Yeah, go.
Bro, I'm just there as a bait.
Yeah,
that
stop
was a
talking,
big kill.
please. Let me play
Okay.
first when you die, okay? If you die,
Okay.
Ya Ropi jawab gue, ya Ropi itu. Bener dia belum lah.
Can I flash for
3
you?
udah gue.
Are you gonna
I want
kill
the orb.
Yeah.
Just flash it.
Hawk out.
ada lagi.
Spike down mid.
Cypher should be dead. Cypher.
Pas.
I wall mid. Just come. Drop
Run
mid.
here.
One going ramp.
Kirims. I'm stuck here.
They got the
Watching vents ya.
spike.
I'm stuck here.
One enemy remaining.
Fine.
Could be above you.
Heaven. Maybe ropes. Either ropes or...
Ya. I'm watching ropes.
Yeah.
Cover going out.
Sage, you just get here. Yeah,
30 seconds left.
I know exactly where you are.
I don't think it's time. It's wasting time. No time.
Last enemy out. Don't sit down. We're not done yet.
Running up you. Sky.
Help a girl out, would you?
Bacanya adanya berapa Jor? Gua nggak tahu duitnya berapa. Gua cuma pengen waktu itu masih masuk main event nggak liatin duit nih gue. Ada itu? Nggak ada. Gue solo.
You need pistol? I can drop it.
Bener nggak stream hari ini.
Thanks.
Need a drop.
Kill my copy.
Thank you.
Watch this. Fire in the hole.
I see, okay.
You want to find it?
What the fuck?
One ram, I think.
One aim.
Spike planted.
Oh, fuck, man.
Uh,
-100.
You can save.
I'll just save
I want to save. I don't think we got no money. Behind you, Sage.
Queen. in city.
Last round before the switch.
Use everything you have. We
I
lose
can
it
drop one.
anyway.
I can drop one.
And drop two.
I watch him in. Alah Jordan. Kita tambah mod aja. Butuh mod kah?
Sky.
Ya.
Butuh moderator lagi kah kita kah?
Cyber bear.
Nice.
Langsung.
Spike down
Healing.
mid.
Go.
Kalau sini kan? Iya, betul. I'm just gonna enter in ya.
One.
Two, last two, mid.
Be pushed.
Last player standing.
Oh shit, GG.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Cutting their vision.
They will cower.
See nothing.
Switching sides.
We will bury them under their transgressions.
Ntar aku mikir siapa modnya. Boleh sih sebenarnya nambah mod sih. Mod gue juga mulai ini. Tapi ntar gue mikir siapa dulu. Ntar aja ya. Sama tenang ya. Masih lama. Pemilihan mod masih lama.
Can't flash, we haven't.
Here.
No prisoners.
Here.
Someone go be main.
Cover going out.
Reloading. Hawkats reloading. Blinded.
Ram.
Enemy spotted mid. Reloading.
For the top.
Hawkats.
Shadows travel.
Hawkats. Blinded. Careful here. Careful here. Wall raised.
That's a bad side, bro.
It's okay Bagas.
Or be main, careful be main.
Pemimot ya.
Enemy spotted B. Look at that.
Orangnya minta bikin pemimot. I think I tag race. I cannot see
30
the
seconds
damage
left.
though. Oh, debug.
Spike planted.
Heaven one?
Heaven.
One enemy remaining.
I think I tag race. Maybe.
Race lost it.
Just let them try to catch me.
Udah, ntar aja lo orang nggak usah sibukin siapa yang jadi mod, siapa yang nggak jadi mod, ntar aja ya. Bang, gue mau beli VP di skin kecil nggak ada duit. Ya, cari uang dulu kalau gitu.
Let's fly.
Nggak kok, 7 bet tim musuh, 4 bet tim gua bisa.
Traveling.
Blinded.
Go.
Healing over here. Careful here.
Even I got bomb. He got bomb.
Oh, sorry.
Come.
Spec drop.
I got this.
Oh, heaven, heaven.
One enemy
Yes, on
remaining.
left side.
Yeah. Box out.
Reloading. Once more into battle.
Tolong mending nonton di Gox dulu deh lo orang deh. Daripada puyang-puyang mending nonton di Gox. Di Gox cuma 55. Mending lo orang bantu gua ke 100 di Gox. Tolong deh.
You flash ramps. Don't miss the flash, bro. Don't miss the flash.
Lo orang nonton di Gox dulu deh mendingan deh. Mendingan
Bro,
sih gitu.
You missed the flash over here also. Like,
Yeah. If I don't miss, make
I
sure
can
that
flash
you
for you.
Lights drop.
Here.
Not here.
Cutting their vision.
minus 100.
Jangan.
Heal up.
Last player standing.
Oh, chaotic. Nasha.
Time to stock back up.
I think we should just stick from mid slowly like we did before. Puyeng nggak guys, gue gini-gini guys. Habis semua peluru gue. Sangkutin. Bom bisa nggak ya nyangkut situ ya?
Reloading.
Shot.
Knocked him. Seek them out.
Try heal me.
I don't have.
Found. Barrier.
We can go. Yeah, I think A1 play.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Go A. Last guy was B.
Just go, you guys fight, hey.
Last guy was B. My ult really.
Minus 80.
It was A, bro. From France.
Bisa-bisa gue nge-tag Sage dari sana ya? Gue bingung tuh kenapa bisa gue tag
If you
Sage.
say one of my
The
creatures, it's a
two
pair.
went here, one went vent. What's I
No, once you
Oh,
get
no.
the call,
When
go
was
A,
raised,
then
bro?
just go.
When was raised?
I think you can drop right now.
play mid again.
Need a drop.
Just leave me lurk.
Thank you.
I got no healer.
Go.
Please go.
In blocking sight.
Thank you.
Enemy spotted B.
Tag, raise tag.
Kevin.
Go.
Cypher still. Hey,
Dude, went back.
I smoke. Wait.
Vance went back.
The race
One
is
side,
under
raise
heaven.
side.
Race can be held.
One enemy remaining.
Got him.
I think
Info?
last in vents.
Nanti lah ya, 47.000 kita nambahin mod 1 ya. 47 atau 50?
I want their life, not
50
yours.
atau 47? Waktu itu sih sistemnya 2.000 subs gua nambahin. Waktu itu setiap 1.000 atau setiap 2.000 gitu gua nambahin.
Can someone get
Halo, main Nightmare, tapi gua kebanyakan.
Arena.
Yep,
Thank
got
you.
you guys.
No. Let Omen drop.
Oke, sal.
Play slow.
It's been
Where's the
Shotgun.
Astra plane?
Not sure.
Kok sekarang?
I think she plays B though.
I think they push themselves.
Healing here.
One vents. Wait.
Healing over here. Careful here.
Let's go heaven.
Feeling sight.
Wait a minute.
Cypher.
There.
Destroy.
Hey, you got bomb. Now you got bomb.
Pathetic.
I
Spike
have
drop.
the spike.
So she got this spike, eh?
Barrier created. Light planted.
What a flick. Mill.
I think both.
You
I think
will
both.
not
Yeah,
kill my
all three.
ally.
All there. All three, heaven.
Ready? I'm gonna flash. Watch me now. Pick it, bro.
Fire in
I'm
the
slow.
hole.
Oh, heaven. Wait for it.
One enemy remaining.
You are divided.
You were pitiful.
I wanted to knife him. So bad, man.
I know
knife gua.
what must be
Gatal.
done.
Okay, I think.
Wait.
Waktu itu ada satu orang yang gue blacklist gak bakal jadi mod, siapa ya? Gue lupa.
No. Cypher can kill.
Hey, wait. You got trips here.
Spike down A.
Oh, apa?
Heal up, squad.
They will cover.
Flash.
Blinded.
Two. Two side.
Last player standing.
Bro, okay, I know.
No,
Bad
one
trip.
heaven, one side.
I survived
Bad trip,
obliteration.
bad. Enggak.
Survived.
Daripada di YouTube, mending di Gox aja, yoi. Bisa membantu gue pula anak di Gox. Jadi gue moderator nggak tahu siapa. Dah? Siapa ya Jordan? Lu inget gak sih? Kenapa ya Jordan? Oke itu ada ngomong sama lu gak sih siapa yang di ini? Coba boleh lihat watch hour. Gue nggak tahu caranya. Oh harus gue cek manual ya. Ntar ya kalau cek manualnya. Siapa ya? Lu inget gak sih? Lu tau udah lama.
Enemy spotted mid. Heal up, squad.
Feeling sight.
Oh nggak buta? Hello Valorant? Di depan muka lo. Heaven one ya, heaven one.
Seek them.
Wait, come out.
Found one. Wall raised.
Close.
One more behind the wall.
I know one enemy remaining.
Nice. Nice try.
Go play, guys.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long.
Kalau di Gox kalau kamu harus buat akun
Send
dia.
this
Tapi kan
quickly.
nontonnya nggak usah. Gua nggak ngerti tuh. Kenapa tuh bisa kayak gitu tuh? Seru kali ya kita adain event moderator gitu ya.
Yeah, up,
Get out of my way.
I don't think they have money for up.
Cover going out. Cover going out.
Here.
Wait, man.
Di event gitu ya.
Reloading.
Okay, come.
Wait, we go to
No, bro, I'm prepared here.
then what the fuck are you doing?
Bro, I don't know.
Then come.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Flash. Flashing.
Hawk out.
Cutting their vision.
Wall blinded.
Flashing again.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Cutting their vision.
Pillar.
One side, one back side. Wait for me. Chill.
Yeah, waiting for you.
One enemy remaining.
Race close. Low. Nice.
Sorry.
Match point.
Iya anjir.
Bro, crash.
Mengeluarkan visi misi kali. Wah gila
But
sih.
they're gonna force you though, yeah.
Bakal seru banget sih itu sih.
It's not that good.
Can someone
Just
get
do the
Dari
same
kemarin
thing,
gua nonton
just
di
do
Gox,
middle.
sekarang pindah ke
Every
itu
time
nggak
we go.
boleh.
Sky, can you drop Sky?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bener kali ya? Sebutkan
Bisa
visi
ganti,
misi
bisa
kalian kapan mau jadi moderator. Wah,
If he
wah
wants,
seru.
I'm just gonna dash a knife.
Wah seru.
Forward.
Ntar ya.
I bet he's gonna come for the help.
Makanya cok. Udah kayak
Hawk out. Careful here.
Killing
Ngepas.
Free loading. Your duty is not over.
Oh, I didn't him. One more health.
We can go air.
Yeah, go.
Don't make fun of it.
Go fast.
I gotta go, think gotta go now. They're gonna know it.
Yeah, they know. There's
Just
a
go, just go,
cypher
just go,
on
just go,
A.
just go.
Just run.
Got flash?
There's a trick there.
Water ya.
There's one more heaven.
One more heaven.
One was striking ya.
Last player
Go.
standing.
One side.
Message sent.
Heaven one, side one. Let's try slow.
Thirty seconds left.
Oh, shit.
You're both side. What the fuck?
Yeah, she go from Ram, I think.
Yeah, let's try.
Iya. Dikit lagi ditanya-tanyain. Mau kita nonton VCT aja abis ini. Kalau mau boleh sih.
They don't have that much money, right?
Kita nonton VCT
Nah.
abis ini. Gua tutup ini kita
Guys,
nobar
I think we
VCT.
have to
Mau.
go B. Cause
Yeah.
I mean we have to go A. Cause Ray's gonna ultimate on B.
Yeah, alt 8
Mau.
and try. Wait. Let me flash first.
The Ray's ultimate
gonna
on B
take
is
the-
way better.
Yang penting lu strike gua pecah dulu nih.
I got yous, okay?
Let me flash first.
Ini game pertama gua kan guys.
Walk.
Please don't.
Play slow first.
Hawk out. Blocking sight.
I flash here.
Stealing sight.
There's a
Mana sih?
Blocking sight.
I smoke heaven. I'm not like.
They rotate, bro.
Healing over here.
Ya, udah itu ready.
mid can push.
Hunt.
Can go B actually. I got CT. One more CT.
Seek them out. You will not kill my ally.
3 CT.
Found one.
You can go A again.
Found one.
Going here.
One screen. One backside.
Insect.
Screen low.
Heal me.
In that last two is B.
30 seconds left.
Cutting their vision.
What happened?
Still B.
One low.
One going.
I don't
One
know.
going.
I don't.
One drop.
One enemy remaining.
Last win. Last in.
Destroyed.
Nice.
Outrun me?
Good game guys.
Attackers win.
Was that supposed to be a fight?
Nggak jadi kalah.
No charges left.
Nggak jadi kalah. Di attacker lebih wangi. Mau nobar? Gua nggak bottom kan? Oh, enggak. Masih oke lah. Masih useful gue. Yuk, nobar yuk. Selamat yang ngebet tim gue. Walaupun kalian underdog, kalian percaya kepada gue. Berarti kita ganti judul dulu ya pertama ya. Ntar battle pass gue masih 25 hari kan, masih lama kan? Nggak ngebut banget kan battle pass kan? Terus ntar minggu terakhir biasa di boost kan? Sama XP yang XP boost itu bisa ngebut banget kan? Di akhir-akhir biasanya kan? Guys, gue mau spike rush dulu sekali biar mission gue kelar. Ada yang mau ikut nggak spike rush? Ah tapi lama, nggak usah. Nggak usah lah, 2000 XP doang. Ada banyak waktu kita. Yuk. Nontonnya di mana? Twitch kan? Judai nggak sih? Yang mana guys nontonnya? Nggak tahu, yang lagi live aja apa sekarang? Gue nggak tahu apa di YouTube ya? Ah, Fugia. Belum mulai, cok. Ya udah kita ganti judul dulu. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Gue toilet dulu ya. Wih, sponsornya Razer, bos. Sponsor paling keren satu dunia itu. Razer. Nih. The best. The best. Tahu nggak guys, the best. Tahu nggak the best? Nih, the best. The best tuh. Gila. Gila. Ini mah the best of the best. Tak gue pipis dulu, kebelet. Siapa? Ini siapa? Ini siapa? Siapa ini? Aku ganti judulnya kurang menarik. Masa TL? Nah. Aduh, ini kayak Indo ya. Lama ya.
In their fundamentals, because that's what it
mereka LAN ya mainnya ya?
The way they played on attack was just so brutal to stop, right?
Vitinho gue kayak pernah lihat di CS, cok.
Instead of jet, because you know, on this map you kind of like to use the boombot for hookah and showers control, right? And then we've seen also Giants exploit
ini apa nih, keren banget.
The flashes and the boombot. There were so many peaks, like double peaks essentially by Vitinho alone. It was nuts. But one of his most impactful.
Beda ya sama Indo punya ya. Maksudnya kayak bentuk-bentuknya beda. Tokyo kalah.
In a fantastic way to open up B side when he just jumps on side, and then there's the follow up.
Beda ya.
People cannot shoot him out of the air, right? And then just everyone else. This is why David P plays Brimstone. He's just more
the best bundle di Valorant. Masih River sih.
After the race gets info who's standing where, and he just kills the player that is.
Ini kemarin ngalahin Fnatic sampai OT berapa kali? Yang mana? Yang mana? Tim Liquid atau yang Fugia? Fugia ngalahin Fnatic kemarin.
do I try to use some utility to stop players from following up the race? And it's not always enough time to make that decision just on the fly. Terrifying to play against, as I said, and I feel like Team Liquid just got caught out in the open where they defensive have just a massive gap.
Gio, you saw the scoreline there. It's very pretty if you're a Giants fan. There were a couple of times in rounds though where it looked like it wasn't necessarily going to plan for them, but they figured it out.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one of the big things with Giants as well, is just their ability to bring things back in their favor. The round I wanted to look at
BBM pakai apa?
was
Viper.
round number 7.
Lawan
this
XCN
was
ya.
a round that I think a lot of people
Good luck ya William Laurentius ya.
recognize. I don't know if we're gonna get the clip, but it's the round where we saw both the Viper's pit and the
Gue lebih suka tipe kayak gini ya. Ngerti nggak maksud gue? Kayak gue lebih suka nge-cache-nya full screen kayak gini, jadi kita bisa lihat muka orangnya langsung dibanding yang di Indo punya dibagi 2. No offense ya, gue cuma ngomong ke nah di Indo kan kayak gini kan, bagi 3 gini kan. Tapi kayak menurut gue bagusan kalau misalkan kayak tadi bisa dicampur-campur di full screen sama enggak, menurut gue bagusan gitu sih. This is better. Make the plant. Make the plant.
This should not work for Giants, especially if you are using two such space controlling ultimates like the Viper's Pit and like
Videonya mulutnya nggak ada remnya ya, maaf ya. Memang danan mulutnya kimai.
And yet they did so. And for me that is a round that I
Maaf ya.
looked at and I just thought Team Liquid
Bet
should
Jor.
have lost that. That
Mau
was,
bet
that
apa?
was
Males
round.
banget bet.
The thing is, you mentioned actually KO so much on screen, right? And I was hoping we were gonna see a little bit of difference performance coming from him when it comes to utility usage on that agent, because in the matches before when I was watching him, as I said before in the pre-show, there was lack of intent behind the utility.
10.000 dari Zaki. Pesan
Makasih banyak,
sehat
Zaki.
terus BG.
They were used
Makasih banyak, Zaki.
always with the left click just to throw them super far away when there was no follow-up, right? And KO's strength also come from the pop flashes who are just...
Woi, lihat gak guys? Itu kotak yang gue terima juga, lihat gak di pojok kanan sini nih. Gue nggak full screen ya, goblok Jordi. Lihat gini guys. Ini kotak yang gue ada gini guys nih. Ini guys. Ini kotak gue ada nih guys di depan nih. Ini stikernya gue ada nih guys.
What is the overall assessment of how do we utilize KO as a team? Because Liquid right now, I cannot like, just judge it by just seeing how they play. It seems like it's a little bit disconnected, and that Scream is not being utilized in the KO in a way to benefit the team the most.
Were you frustrated to see Liquid's performance there, Gio? Because I know that, you know, this is a bind that we expected from Giants. We all predicted it going in, but do you think it was the map, or are Giants just looking like the better team here?
I mean, we got spoiled with
Sorry,
some
kecil.
real bomb burners yesterday, and I wanted to see some more today. But no, in all reality, it's frustrating knowing that Liquid could be doing better. I think that's the hard thing about it, is
Lama ya?
Giants played
Sama
fantastically,
kayak
and
Indo
we'll,
punya.
you know, we're yet to see if that's going to continue forward into the
Lama
next map or so.
Lama
But
bit,
knowing
lama
that
bit.
Team Liquid have it in them to do better than they are currently doing is what makes it frustrating. Because had it been any, you know, random team and this is the scoreline, you might not get so worried about it. But Team Liquid are very close to, well, both these teams are very close to qualifying for the EMEA playoffs. And if that's the kind of scoreline and that's the kind of map that you're going to lose that opportunity out on, I would be incredibly disappointed and frustrated, yeah.
Those EMEA playoffs are in touching distance right now for
Ada
Giants,
kan?
that is for sure. We'll be previewing
Kapan main?
our second map. We're going to split next after a short break. Do not go anywhere.
Woi, iklan lagi. Bukannya tadi kita udah nunggu iklan. Suaranya sama kayak ini ya. Sama kayak PCT itu ya, lagunya ya. Woi, copyright. Guys, kita ngapain guys? 2 menit, 3 menit guys. 3 menit kita ngapain guys? Ngaso guys. Yang gua tahu sih ini sponsornya keren banget. Ini the best of the best sih, gua bilangin dulu sih. Saking kerennya bantalnya nggak gua pakai biar bisa memamerkan enggak sih, sebenarnya bukan nggak buat pamerin sih, kayak lebih enak aja sandaran kayak gini. Kayak lebih berasa gitu, kayak lagi di Ferrari gua. Kayak serasa lagi di mobil Ferrari gua. Ya, aku baca kok komen di Gox, Lutfi. Lutfi 123 orangnya tuh paling keren, orang tau gak sih guys? Kenapa? Karena dia nonton di Gox dan dia komen di Gox tuh orang paling keren sedunia. Wah, GG banget dari 211 jadi 1311. Dan lo kok tahu lagu yang copyright apa aja? Sebenarnya nggak tahu, cuman udah feeling bau aja. Udah feeling bau aja, cuy. Harus banget gue komen juga. Nah, Tristan X-nya juga keren banget orangnya, komen di Gox aja soalnya. VJ IA Hoki dah batu bat lupadan. Gue nggak tahu, cok. Gue nggak tahu nih. Gue belum pernah lihat mereka main. Pasti nggak dipakai karena katanya ada memory foam yang membuat kamu kepikiran memori kenangan mantan. Goblok. Kok kalau ngerokok di YouTube itu dolar kuning? Nggak tahu, nggak pernah coba. Gue nggak ngerokok kan kebetulan. Jadi gue nggak tahu kalau gue ngerokok di YouTube jadinya apa, gue nggak tahu. Ntar gue coba dulu ya. Atau sih harusnya enggak sih, TP kan sering ngerokok di stream. Yang lain juga banyak. Enggak, mereka nggak pernah kena ini. Megang apa lu, Jor? Mau main megang-megang nih. Mau guys. Jangan merokok, Jor. Oh, gue gak tertarik sih emang sih. Mau. Valorant, ntar cari dulu nih. Tim Liquid lawan. Kok tulisnya Giants Gaming sih? Map 1 13-4 anjir. Gila ya? Wih, oddsnya bagus banget, cok. Ih, mau ah. Dikit aja. Aduh, gua kecanduan, cok, gini. Apa jangan ya? Zaki MHD, welcome to Filter Gang, bro. Gas gak ya, guys? Gas gak nih, guys? Nggak bisa, minimal $13 minimal. Gas nggak? Masa? Mereka yakin banget, cok, Liquid nggak bisa menang. Minimal 13, cok, nggak bisa 10. Gas nggak ya? Jangan banyak. Gas deh. Gue nggak percaya apa Liquid kena bantai 2-0. Gue betnya satu map aja. Gue bet apa namanya? Liquid bisa menangin satu map. Itu yang gue bet. Masa sih nggak menang, cok, satu map? Nggak yakin gue. Ntar ya, gue lagi ini dulu nih. Dukung siapa, Jor? Liquid lah. Liquid lah, iyalah. Nggak mungkin, cok, Liquid kena 2-0. Enggak $100 juga, anjir. 13 aja. Dikit-dikit aja, anjir. Halo, Dimae. Ayo dong, cepet dong. Anjir, depositnya lama bet. WP minta, Jor. Nggak boleh. Sebenarnya bukan pelit, karena gue nggak mau menjadi influencer perjudian, cok. Nggak. Ya, lumayan nih. Menang betnya 200.000, kalau menang dapat 100.000. Worth it lah. Worth it kok. 140.000 sih kalau menang. Ya udah, worth it kok. Yakin gue Liquid menang. Udah beres. Yakin gue menang kok. Yakin gue. Bener-bener yakin gue. Let's go.
After
Nonton.
fine, so it's 6 maps, and they play Savage at Omen Ray Sage typically. Let's see if it's gonna be the same. And it is Duelist here.
Mana gue Wahil? Hi Wahil, thank you udah nonton.
Any surprises here? I mean, what do you think about
Gox.
two duelists?
Thank
Gia?
you so much.
mean, I don't
Ntar ya
have
gua
a
nyalain-
huge problem with
nyalain
it. Like
buat
in
kalian ya.
general, I'm someone who I'm a big fan of like leaning into like controllers and things like that over duelists. I
Abed.
find that more exciting. But I don't really have an issue with it. I mean, again, this is something
PGA
that
tim Liquid, gue tim Liquid sih.
that Giants have played for the last 6 times, I think it is, that they've played split. They've gone for this kind of composition. You know, one of the conversations that we had before was about Ambi and Fatinho and who was going to be opping and whatever. This is one of
Ini
those
BO5,
maps that
BO3,
Ambi
tapi gue
doesn't
cuma
always
bet satu
play
map doang.
jet. So maybe
cuma
that's
bet
something
satu
that
map
we're
doang.
going to be looking at. But we've already seen Fatinho
Sovereign Sword
playing
atau Iron
Raze
Sword?
today, and we saw how well that did.
Sovereign sih, Iron
I think
Sword
if you
pilih.
combine
Gimana?
both
Gua
of
nggak
them,
boleh
have them
kasih-
both
gua
on
nggak boleh
point,
ini.
then that kind of
Kalau nggak
aggression
di-sponsor
could
nggak mau.
overwhelm Liquid if they fail to deal with it in a similar way.
Aku
to
fans
how they
kakak
did
banget.
on
Halo,
Giants.
Bet. Apa kabar?
Lothar, what do you want to see
Kalau
from
lagi
the
gabut
screen here?
ngapain?
Because I know that you were,
Main,
you know, you were vocal
telepon,
just right after the post match there about how
nonton, tidur.
disappointed
Jarang
you were in his
nonton sih gue
performance.
sekarang
What
sih
do you
udah
wanna
gak ada
see
waktu
more
buat
for-
nonton sih.
from
Kerja
him
sih.
going forward now?
Gabutnya gue kerja,
It's
Cok.
not even just
Kalau nggak
him.
kerja tidur
The
nonton
entire
telepon. Dah.
Liquid now
Itu
plays
kerjaan
with
gue
so
setiap
many
hari.
flashes is actually
Cuma ada 5
insane. They have
aktivitas gue setiap hari.
Sky, they have Breach, they
Bangun
have KO.
tidur-tiduran,
They just
main
have
game,
to brute force
teleponan.
themselves on sites with the amount of flashes that
Kerja.
they have. Like that's
4
the
berarti.
main reason you play this composition. They played it also on Ascent
Sehari cuma 4
before
kerjaan
with
gue.
Breach and Sky, and they were just trying to push forward on one side, on one lane, use the flashes, cut off the players with the operator
gue
to
kerja,
not be able
anjir.
to like stop them from
Mampus
that
kan?
push, and that's basically
Kerja,
it.
kerja,
So
kerja.
it's gonna be
Biar dapat uang, guys.
the question will
Ini
be,
Mavic siapa gue nggak tahu.
is Liquid
Yang pasti gue dukung
let's say
Liquid.
personally equipped to play the fundamentals well
Kerja
of them,
apa? Enggak, gue
Because
nggak
you
kerja buat
don't
orang,
use
gue kerja
that
buat
flash,
gue
those
sendiri.
flashes to push
Jadi
and
ya,
make sure that there are trades available, then
kerjaan
all
gue
falls down flat.
Hai, Sentinel
And
of the
because
List.
they don't really have a secondary utility that will make them, let's say, efficient of the attack.
And Gio, let's not forget here, the loser of this upper bracket final isn't out of VCT. They dropped down
Nggak tertarik
into our
main game
lower
mobile kan?
bracket, but Liquid aren't going to want to drop down there and face potentially
Pantes sih
Fnatic
dia
or
ini.
10-star. We'll find that out a little bit later on. You want to take the easiest
hotspot
route to the
lagi
grand
udah
final
dia.
as possible.
Yeah, of
Mana
course.
dikasih orang yang jago
And
jet
I
atau
mean,
race?
it is one of those
Race
situations
a bit annoying
right now
sih.
where, especially considering the
Race
games we
lebih
had
menjijikan
yesterday, everything was so close and so competitive that you can't even really look at that lower bracket drop and say, oh, well, you know, it's Team Liquid, and of course they're going to win. Because I don't think that really is the case. That's not to say they wouldn't win. It's just to say it's not as cut and dry as that. And of course, you know, knowing that all it takes is a win on this best of 3 to guarantee yourself a spot in the
Ini nggak di
EMEA
blok aja sama
playoffs.
mereka, apaan?
That's pretty crazy.
Kalau gue nonton,
The
enggak lah,
other
nggak
thing
mungkin di
about
blok,
it as
anjir.
well is just, and there's also a weird thing to think about. If Liquid lose,
Kenapa
they go
mereka
into the
blok
lower
gua?
bracket, that means that only one of Liquid and Fnatic could possibly go into the EMEA playoffs and therefore have a chance of going.
Fnatic gak sih?
Which, if
Udah
you
ada
said
lisensi
that
tuh, Jar.
last
Nggak ada
stage,
sih.
you'd be like,
Nggak ada
"Excuse
sih.
me?" What?
Nggak ada sih.
Yeah, Lothar,
Nggak
I
ada
can
sih.
see in your eyes. It's quite an unbelievable.
Paling kalau di blok gue tinggal
statement to
ngomong
make,
sih.
isn't it?
It is
Kayak,
like it's kind of
tolong dong,
heartbreaking
jangan
to
blok
also
saya.
think about that, right? So,
Saya
but at the same time, it will be very
nonton. Nggak sih, mereka nggak bakal blok gua, Cok.
uplifting to know that a team like
Harusnya.
Giants just made such a
Biasanya.
huge splash in the
Bang, kalau
European
gue keluar
scene.
negeri akan soalnya bisa
Something that
dipakai
a lot
atau
of
bikin
people
baru.
like about
Kalau
the
di
European
luar,
scene and
sebenarnya
hate
kalau
at the
lu
same time
pindah,
is
bener-bener
that
pindah, misalkan ya lu
the
tiba-tiba mau
surprise
tinggal di
factor.
Amerika
You have
bulan
so
depan
many good teams,
sampai
right? You have so many
selamanya
big
gitu ya.
names
Atau
as
kalau nggak
well,
long
and
term ya,
teams
lu
that
bisa
have
request ke
made,
Riot buat
the
gantiin
name of
email lu.
themselves in the
Tapi biasanya setahu gue itu
past
one
because of
time
their
thing
tournament
deh.
appearances, and then something out of the blue appears a new team, and they are just wrecking havoc, right? So you go to watch in the European tournament, and you never know what to expect, which is a beauty and a thing to, like, you know, if you have a favorite team and you root for them, you might be in for a hard time, especially now for Liquid and Fnatic fans, because it's very shaky for those two teams.
Yeah, and Gio, you can never underestimate the power and the confidence map 1 in a best of 3 situation like this can breed. And Giants are going into this feeling, you know, they've got wind beneath their wings, whereas Liquid are feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah,
ntar gue nyalain bet, tenang
I
ya.
agree. I think
Halo,
having
Fatur.
that early motivation really helps. Although that said,
Nggak ada,
there have
pacar-pacar
been
nggak
a
ada.
lot of cases
Cariin.
in this challenges so far where we've had many best of 3s where each team has taken each other's
Razor
map
Viper
for
mini
the
enak gak?
first 2 and then gone on to the
Razor
third map
Viper
and
tuh
you have
sebenarnya
no idea
enak,
who's
cuman
gonna
yang
win.
masalah dari
maybe
gua
we're
buat
just in
Viper
this
mini tuh
strange kind of puberty here in
kekecilan.
EU where everyone's like figuring themselves out
Udah
and
pasang bet, sabar.
you know,
Oh,
growing
gua
into
udah.
something new. But
Odds
it
gua lumayan
definitely
lah.
is true that I
Bet
think
lah.
for Giants,
Jangan
they're going to
bilang-bilang
be
ya, guys,
feeling
ya.
relatively unperturbed, if I'm totally honest. After that performance they had on Bind, coming in again
Anjing,
to
tahu.
a
Jangan
map that they
bilang-bilang.
like quite a lot. Yeah, sure. I think the likelihood of Liquid playing better on Split is higher than it would be
Jangan
on
bilang-bilang
Bind,
gitu.
but
Dudung mana?
I
Lagi nginep
can't
di rumah
foresee
temennya.
Giants really having a dent in their
Sama
mental
cok,
right now.
VCT Indo juga lo kira komennya cepet.
Ooh, that sounds
Orang
like a
kecil cuma
prediction.
13
What,
doang.
you saying Giants taking this map? Just in a word, yes or no?
Just putting words in my mouth. Probably. That first map was not just yeah.
All right. Well, let's find out. It is time to see if Giants are about to book their place in the EMEA playoffs. Let's find out once again with the
Halo,
viewer
Nathan
who
Hendra.
seemingly love my accent. It's Pansy and Hypok.
Don't be acting
Iwan dihujat,
surprised.
kenapa?
Coming in here with a slightly varied accent, of course we're going to love a bit of it. What do you think's going to happen? I have to put up with generic kind of, you know,
I mean, two
accents normally.
Essex casters actually. We're both of Essex descent.
I'm not from Essex. I'm from Northwest London. Yeah, let's
oh,
not rope me in with you.
okay,
Absolute
okay,
filth.
yeah.
The only way is Essex, however, and the only way is now looking at split. So we have to kind of adjust our mentality towards this, right? We need to now kind of. I'm going to kind of flip it towards where does Liquid find that difference now, right, Hypok? Because they need to find something that's going to work for them here. Obviously, map 1 was an absolute blowout. Where do we look to find that difference? Where do they find that little bit of a change up here? Big question, obviously.
I mean, there's so many parts of that to break down. The big thing here, and I'm glad that Des touched on it, is the mental, right? Coming into a map like this, I mean, when you get absolutely slapped on map 1, it's not nice to come into a map like Split where I've got to say, stylistically, what we've seen from Giants on Split versus what we're going to expect from Liquid, which is very slow, progressive. The front line is the entire team here.
Masa nggak menang sih ke mereka?
And they're starting on attack.
Masa mereka nggak menang sih?
There's a big possibility of this going wrong in the first half of their attack. If Fatinho and Ambi decide to get very aggressive, try and shut down any of these site hits here. Meadow's actually going to feel the pressure initially. Decent paint shot. It's actually going to guard them a kill. Yampi will fall off the rip.
Couldn't quite control himself for a follow-up.
Kasih tahu, Scream. Oh iya, open bet.
With the advantage here, a 3v2.
Udah.
Sure, but the Ambi
Kasih tahu Scream yang serem Scream. Kasih tahu Scream. Kasih tahu yang galak-galak Scream.
Will always be noted as a god, but Ambi
bisa kok M-lock.
looking like a
non-OSP players.
He's got
Woi,
every right to be doing
bahaya.
this. And now Scream, you've got to be on today. Ambi respecting the aim, but still takes the fight and wins it. Ambi with a gorgeous clutch.
No.
The man is looking sharp today. And this is a player I wanted to highlight right now. I'd say on Bind, yeah, it was the Fatinho show, kind of a little bit of David P in there, Hoodie, Meadow Shaw, all of those players do really well. Ambi's finally fills the gap. But a map like this with him on Jet, I feel as you start to see so much difference in him.
This is the problem, right? Just coming back to that composition discussion, the best thing to play against this kind of death ball composition we see from Liquid here is double duelists. You want the sort of agents that can dip in. Yes, they find a fight, potentially, you know, go 1-for-1, or in some scenarios we've seen Fatinho and Ambi pop off to the point where you can expect 2 or 3 out of them in certain rounds, certain setups. So that's my biggest concern here. Is if Liquid want to play this slow, progressive game. Giants are equipped to absolutely shut this down, absolutely dismantle it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, beyond belief. Now, and if you wanted to reset the mentality, losing a 1v3 kind of sucks. It's you know, we're talking about mental. And again, sucks to suck for Yampi there. It's just not much more to be done, is there? You're like, I'll just live in this corner of sadness.
I'm dead.
Guys, there's a pain shell, guys. 2 left, Scream and Link. See if 5 alive. Ambi is trying to build up here. Link had the right read, but couldn't quite connect the shot. And Scream done for. This is clean work. 5 alive.
Yeah, and it's like that, again, just no respect. They want to conclude the round. They want it done. There's none of this. Yeah, there's 2 bottom mid guys just leaving. Like, we've got map control. Like, don't worry about it. Ambi straight.
Gue masih nggak masuk akal yang round 1. Liquid udah berhasil ngeculik 1-2, tapi hilang habis itu.
So often we talk about momentum and, you know, having the wind in your sails and all those cliches, but this really epitomizes all of it in terms of what we see from Giants on a round-by-round basis. I said it before. It's so good to watch, and it's so good to watch them build on this momentum.
Okay, this should be okay though for Liquid. The burst towards A, but 3 players waiting to greet them at the door, and David P is already connected towards Soulcast. Problems now starting to build as Fatinho can just back away, and look at the HP. They're chipped.
Oh, tembak gak sih?
He's walking this. You know he's walking this. He's absolutely walking this. David P reads the timing so right, and he can kind of almost be expendable to an extent. He did just have the Spectre. They all do. If they do damage, if they make it
darah Jampi
unrecoverable,
15 itu
bring these
kesenggol
guns
dikit
back
juga
with them.
mati.
This is still good work. This is a bonus for Giants. And Liquid now just being melted as soon as they went to try and do something towards A. But the rest of the map is open, but it's a long
Ini kita ngomongin
rotation
scrim loh.
I say the problem is they
Pipi
need to
kok
invest
semua
somebody
store
to
tutup
keep
ya,
an
ada
eye
apa?
on these weapons. Because the worst thing here
Ada
is a
problem di
3v3
masalah.
health advantage
Jadi kan
heavily in favor
gua
of
buka
Giants.
aja lah ya
If they
kartunya.
upgrade
Jadi,
to 2 rifles, even if they get
VP
the
itu
plant on
kita
B here, like the
belinya dari
retake, you've got to
Malaysia.
say
Lebih
it stacks
murah.
in Giants' favor.
Nah,
That's why we're
sekarang
seeing
Malaysia
Scream
region
stay
lock, jadi
so
kita nggak
late
bisa isi
here
di VP dari Malaysia
over
lagi.
towards A main. Eventually now, they're drifting towards sewers, but again, Giants
Makanya
can
pada
give up
tutup
the
semua.
plant.
Tapi gue besok
Like,
buka kok.
it doesn't matter with this much of an advantage, and you got to argue as well. Utility-wise, what have we got left on the side of Liquid? We've still got flashes on Link. No paranoia left. We're going to get the second smoke back online. I think it actually just has come back online, but everything's still in place. Meadow's going to get this information nice and early on B side.
Should be about now, if that camera check in, there it was. Now knows what's up, so they can hit that rotation.
10 seconds
They'll be
left.
playing for the post plant rather than denial of the spike plant itself. That's fine. Yeah, full information now garnered. And
Spike planted.
Ayo dong,
that's a
dikit dong.
list of what we get.
Ayo dong, dikit dong.
Post plants are all tucked on the site. There's no ground beyond that. Camera wasn't taken away. Did actually get the ping towards Link, but it's Fatinho to lean in through towards off the back of the rafters. Meadow sprays in. It's Fatinho to find Scream. Looks for Link.
Jangan.
Puts him on the site. Fatinho's found him, and
Aduh.
there it is. This is going to be such a problem for Link now. That pillar, maybe the death of me can't connect it, and Giants
What is this?
through them. This is gutting stuff for Liquid. This was the buy round. This is the gun round, and it wasn't like it was. Roll your mind back to what we had on Bind. They had, I think, either 2 or 3 rifles when they were on their bonus for Giants. When you lose those sort of things, I don't mind that so much, right? Like that can happen. It still sucks, but they were against 5 Spectres.
Aduh.
I mean, the problem being, if we see a similar timeline, like 6-0 was it on Bind, right? And then it went to. Was it 6-1 or 7-1? I can't remember. Anyway, the half is effectively lost in the first 6 rounds. When you have that much of a deficit, the economy, like I said, they get reset at like round 7 or 8.
Lagi di rumah
It's
temannya.
so difficult to fight back in. Because you literally have to win the next 3 rounds. All 5 survive. You're keeping the weapons. No repurchase required. It's so difficult. It's going to be really tough if this happens again here on Split.
And this was something we noted with Ambi when we got to watch him before. His readjustments on this pillar, especially as an op player, is really nice. They're all lined up here. He could just pull the trigger. He actually decides to dip away from this. He didn't get noted. Now he's in trouble. Gonna get himself out of there, give up the site. That should be a spike plant, and Yampy is chasing. I feel like Yampy, when he's aggressive, he's kind of at his best. I love that unorthodox play he can bring out when it all looks right. But again, another retake going to be presented. Now, this is where it becomes a problem for Liquid, of course. Those weapons are a little lighter. And Link shows you what he can do.
Nggak apa-apa.
For Hoodie, not letting him
Tulis
get too
satu.
far. Ambi being
Nggak
very
apa-apa,
cautious
nggak
with
apa-apa.
that. Doesn't
Yampy,
want to
kasih
lose
tahu,
it
Yampy.
into Yampy especially.
You are powerless. Ih, ngepick, ngapain? Kan tahu ada musuh di sana. Apaan sih?
So brings it to a 3v3, but
Last two on pillar.
Okay, the first tap's good for Scream. The second will evade him, but Cryptix responds now.
Nice.
Ambi last man with the operator. Difficult to get anything done there. And Liquid, they hold strong. That's a very,
Jumpi
very
main
important
main
round
dia
again.
lagi main
It's the
dia.
drifty round, so it's one that potentially leans heavier in Liquid's favor in terms of the bigger picture, but
Beda ya. Sponsornya Razer cok di Indo dek.
This just kind of reinstill some of that confidence in what they're doing, and of course, look, this gun in Scream's hands always is going to kind of keep in the back of your mind going, you know what you can do with this thing, but again, Ambi at the end couldn't do too much, forced to fight with that
Switching
off and loses it.
sides.
So it's still game back on. Yampy's going to get the op for himself. Rifles galore for Liquid. This is the window of a chance, maybe. They can build back in, but they've got to keep building. This can't be just, you know,
Lihat eder lu nggak mau di
I
mousepad
guess
rusak kali itu mah.
I want to see a confident
mungkin.
Liquid. See it all
Kenapa
line
gambarnya
up.
jelek sih? Pantes.
Not
Aduh.
easy.
Sorry guys. Pantes gambarnya jelek amat cok. Nah,
So
kan
Cats
enak
with
liatnya.
that wonderful task of creating
Kayak
a
gue lah kayak lagi lihat di
middle.
TV zaman dulu cok.
Fatinho waiting tucked in on the other side. And you're going to have the complementary position from Hoodie as well.
Liquid
towards
maafin
heaven
hand
if they
expo.
do decide
Salah,
to go
beda
for it. They do
liquid,
not.
beda liquid. Jar abis match ini custom bareng lah, nggak janji.
interesting here. Only round 5.
Seruan
I was
nonton
gonna say
lah.
ultimate progress-wise.
Gue
terms of the
capek main.
playmakers,
Hari ini gue main 5 game anjir.
So
4 game VCT. Terus tadi
kind
ini
of have the edge on that. Seeker's online, one away from the Rolling Thunder as well.
Oh.
You get detected in mail here. You can see the pings coming out already. The Soulcast actually
Seekers
on the
too.
back of that. Seekers invested.
Oh no.
So
With all of that, he still got found by Fatinho, just bailing out his buddy, which is Hoodie on this, and he's actually made it out of there. I do not understand how he's gone away with it. That was Seekers, Flash, 2 players facing, but now it's going to be this B piece coming out. They still need to stick the landing here for Liquid. Hoodie's been able to kind of come back around, find a bit of room to play.
Anjir,
The back
Liquid.
of site, and Meadow waiting to swing, doesn't need it. It's just Hoodie and Fatinho from heaven being such a nuisance. As Link tries to make the cross, not going to happen, and Yampi was meant to be maybe backline, maybe seeing post-plant, but now he's surrounded. He's got Ambi mid-air, still hits that, of course. But the round
Gua udah nggak percaya lagi sama Liquid, Cok.
they recover that off the
Anjir,
taken
Liquid
away
ini,
from
Cok.
them. And it's now 4-1.
Lawan
Liquid
Giant
just
saya
getting
kalah.
blended up between Fatinho
Tapi gue
and
juga
Hoodie.
gue
And
lebih
again,
juga tahu sih. Cuman
I
gue
mean,
kesel aja liatnya
Soulcast didn't get that
kayak
pick towards middle.
anjir itu gue juga pasti dapet tai.
Such a heavy
Gue jadi
investment,
Soulcast
and
itu gue pasti dapet,
I
Cok.
think
Dia nggak ngepick kanan loh.
Just catch Soulcast.
Dia nggak ngepick
Just
kanan
a
loh.
little ahead of time.
Dia nggak ngepick kanan tadi.
Which would have been lined up from, I think Link would have been in Garage or potentially down to Sushi, but that's really unfortunate. It gets such a massive investment on the back of, obviously, if Fatinho getting suppressed, that information was garnered and they decided to try and follow up on it.
Ini tuh free win, Cok. Itu udah free kill kai ke si siapa tadi, Vitinho.
Liquid.
Halo Sekar.
Well, they can get done in this round here. Spread pretty thin initially.
Would like to remind you as well, 2 of the, I think it was like 4 rounds they got on map 1 were on their kind of force buy / ecos. Hemby this time though, fine for the first, falls away, does not want to get traded in on, gonna fall himself right back towards kind of almost, gets frontside a pillar. Soulcast peels away after showing presence, but David P is trying to again find that
udah
timing.
di ulti, coy.
Could get undone, yeah. Ooh, what?
Udah di ulti sama si Soulcast.
How did Jampy not win that? David P on the look back still catches him. And now that gives away the game. It's surely this B piece, and there it is, knife over the top.
Banyak banget misplay bodohnya.
Identify Fatinho's position.
Like that.
Nice work, Zilv. And just a note, Zilv is the observer today. Shout out to him. And the cross is being watched. Hoodie gets away with it ahead of the flashes, ahead of everything. Just gets a clean shot towards Scream, and now they're tucked away with 2.
Yeah, the slow orb gonna come out as well. 20 seconds left. They have to recover this. The spike here. Soulcast will find Hoodie behind wood. Again, the paranoia goes through just to slow things down even further.
Wah, mati lah, Cok, begitu.
This one dwindling away. Meadow finds a headshot through the smoke, and Soulcast forced to hold on to this Phantom. And another round will go the way of Giants.
1-5, Cok.
Again, the problem with this composition, I feel like, you know, that kind of mid to late round swing goes so heavily in favor of Giants, because they can put either Fatinho or Ambi in one of those positions where ultimately, you know, if anybody does kind of hard swing or dry peek from Liquid, they can dip in and out. They can literally find that opening kill and potentially get away unscathed. Like the numbers game just leans in Giants' favor.
Ini ada Tom Cruise, masih nggak kuat lagi si Tom Cruise.
And Liquid need to find an answer to this, and I'm pretty sure Sliggy's probably identified, you know, you don't want to get that tone of that last map coming through at this point. It's 5-1. They were able to convert on that.
Mentalnya kena lagi.
I mean, I think they had like a Guardian and maybe a Stinger or something small.
Garuk gigi lagi si Tom
They were
Cruise.
able to get a lovely sight plant towards A.
Tapi gue nggak expect 2-0 kalah lah, menang 1 map kayak setidaknya apa kayak.
Work for them before, would they dare go back to it? What's the adjustment? What's that next step? They've got to do something. Because right now, nothing's really working. As I said, I feel like trying to dismantle that Fatinho Hoodie hold towards Heaven has been brutal. That mid-presence hasn't really done much to force them out of it, unable to get the pick on them. You can see them trying it, but just haven't been able to get away with it. But the buy coming back in is going to be a little bit weird. Okay, well, Yampi's got a judge. I say weird. I never really worry too much if it's Yampi. Literally
Never write him
nerf
off.
the gun. Yeah.
Never write him off with any
Comeback gak sih abis ini?
in the weirdest of scenarios.
Feeling gue sih comeback abis ini. Feeling gue sih orang-orang harus nonton di GOG soalnya biar dia comeback, biar Liquid
Doubt it
menang.
too much. Bit of adjustment though here. Fatinho's the one.
Suara gamenya kecil banget, gue benci banget suara caster yang gede.
Heaven this time. So this could maybe help them out, make that mid piece actually work out finally. Soulcast showing a lot of
Main
presence.
chatnya mereka, iya gue tahu
Subtle.
mereka main chat, tapi mereka nggak bisa di 10-1, nggak bisa di 11-1. Mereka harus setidaknya dapat 3, 4 lah, sedikit-dikit tuh mereka harus pegang 4, cok. Sesial-sial si cupu-cupunya mereka datang harus dapat 4, nggak bisa loh itu.
Now, I mean, they slowly rotate back over.
So kenapa pilih agentnya kayak gini, cok? Udah tahu attacker duluan. Ya gue cuma banyak ngomong doang sih, gue jago juga enggak, cuman
they can stack everybody. It's so slow from Liquid that look at what they've now got to deal with. Yampy with the judge. Oh my word.
Nice. Oh my god, all three of them stacked there, fall away from the site, instantly kind of posture into a retake. They've gone, well, we don't need to fight this now. We've at least got one pick. Fatinho, careful now, careful. Could have been much worse, but actually it's Hoodie.
Look at this.
Who caught off Link there, surprisingly, and now they hit the brakes for a second. The spike is still within the hands of Cryptix, looking for that pick towards heaven, but now losing vision, losing sight, and David P makes his grand appearance. A scream, backside put down.
It's just
Giants. The pacing is perfect, Hyper.
It is. It is. And the problem comes back. They just Liquid have no sustain. If they don't find that opening, if they find themselves on site without finding the necessary kills or the necessary control, as soon as the smokes drop, as soon as the flashes are invested, there's no sustain. There's nothing for them to hold on to this control.
Lihatnya nggak asik banget.
Even something simple like again the difference of having a Sage here, having something to kind of slow down that 3 to 5 second trade off of utility.
Yeah.
It's crazy the impact that this is having already.
Good.
That wall again.
Gitu loh. Kayak Liquid tuh kayak bener-bener clueless anjir. Kalau dibilang ya, bener-bener clueless. What are they doing gitu loh. Ini kan lu lawan. Lu pro player gitu loh. Hello, Team Liquid.
I want to highlight, we do indeed have Zilv joining us as our wonderful observer. We love our observers here. Do a great job. And it is going to be a slower approach from Liquid, maybe just trying to get the feel of things, seeing if they can find the
yang gue dukung sih Fnatic sih.
But David P's got himself adjusted, feeling happy.
Secret Lab kalau sponsor kursi nggak kira-kira ya? Indo, Eropa, lu lihat tuh, sampai tim-timnya aja pakai kursinya Secret Lab, lu lihat gak sih? Lihat sih tuh, David P. Ini tim VGAE, gue nggak tahu tim apa nih, pakai kursinya Secret Lab. Terus tim Liquid juga kursinya Secret Lab. Kayak asik banget mereka. Asik banget. Di Indo kayak belum ada yang di sponsor Secret Lab ya kursinya ya. Atau udah? Udah belum sih guys?
And the spike in the hands of Scream can make a well,
anjir.
Caught in the web. Can't make it away quickly now, but they re-engage back towards A. They're going to send Link running. It's all just a sound fake. David P still maybe reading this, and he still wins the fight. That's GG. That's a round done. David P still present. He can't get away from him.
You literally can't. No matter where you go on the map, David P will be in the weirdest lurk. The weirdest lurk ever. But he finds so much value. So much value in these positions. And again, you got to credit it. Just thinking back to that B side hold, right? Information comes early enough, and who is it that completely wraps through spawn, and is a person who's probably calling there? It's like, guys, do not peek, do not peek. Like, don't even pressure the plant. It's fine. We've won the round. We've won the round solely off my position.
Quick piece from Liquid, it looks like. Ambi, this could be a time to strike. David P's got his back already, buying so much time, denying that initial play maybe they had wanted to make. Link had to slow down. David P still catching another glimpse, full information being garnered. And David P's pushing this. You don't expect it, but he's going to be there. He's 100% walking this. He did it before. He's done it again. David P getting away with murder.
Dia udah kena begitu berjuta-juta miliar kali loh. Masih belum loh. Belum puas. Udah lah, Cok, GG, Cok. Kelar, Cok, ini game.
They've lost all positioning. David P can sit here as that kind of early warning system. You know what, if David gets a fight, sure, he'll get Fatinho maybe swinging on it. They'll be just
ada caster mah udah dipromosiin Secret Lab, dapat kursi. Cuma maksud gue tim gitu loh. Kayak bener-bener, ini tim Liquid kan semuanya pakai Secret Lab, lihat deh. Terus ini VGIA juga kayaknya gitu, semuanya pakai Secret Lab, custom gitu loh.
And again, you think back to what is the foundation of this composition, right? It's front line, it's stacking up, it's that death ball. And you're seeing Giants win out those fights. Those fights that Liquid should almost thrive in, right? I mean, hey, little homework task. Count how many flashes they have in this composition. How many times are we seeing them actually use them to find these opening duels?
Guys, di box yang 47 dong, 100 dong.
Giants should not be winning these sorts of fights, especially in the first 15 to 20 seconds.
And I've got to say, normally Soulcast is bang on with this, and again, I think that's credit to what we're... Whoa, that time Yampi's okay. little squeaky bum time, but again, Soulcast is one of the better players at doing that sort of thing, you know, giving them those advantages. So if anything, it's Giants playing it so mercilessly, and again,
oh my god,
could be everything. Oh, actually, you thought he might have lost out. No, he's fine. Apparently, David P is impervious to bullets or the enemy. He's going to buy the time on the retreat. Soulcast is desperate to chase this. He still loses out. David P is unrelenting in this, and it's down to last two, Cryptics and Scream. And well, Meadow can wait, arms wide open. Yeah, the flash is there, turns it, but Scream was blind too. Jumps back in, but it's all wrapped up. David P is the immovable object, and they just can't get past him no matter what. This is double digits now, soon to be on the board.
Yeah, and it's becoming painful to watch, honestly. This is just... I mean, the little things like that, they're seeing Soulcast. Again, it's a desperation play, right? They're visibly rattled. I mean, David P, again, gets away with absolute murder, and they're so desperate to trade this.
Yeah.
There's pure desperation to get that trade. Ultimately, I mean, what's left in the tank?
Dapat lah ini, lo lihat nih.
What is left in
posisi
terms of
si Jet bagus
here?
banget dilihat nih. Ah, di stun.
Well, they've at least denied Ambi that initial pick. I want to see more utility. You have to tame Giants at the moment. Giants are running over you like they're the favorite team, like they won Iceland. They are so confident in what they're doing. Liquid are going to burst off the back of this, feeling as though maybe that's enough to give them the gateway in. Hoodie now has to respect that. He can't. He sticks around, sprays, can't get it. Scream does barrel forward. This is the first opportunity they've really had, and the first time they've maybe denied some of that.
Can they actually win this
push
shit?
off the back, and there's still that player there. Ambi is still alive, barely able to see, barely able to do anything. Link's going to find him. Couldn't get away from it. The utility's too good, but apparently so is Meadow. Plays through from CT, catching off two.
This is so shit.
And Scream gonna lose out. Spike in the hands of Cryptics. It's still a
How do you lose
3v3.
those?
I thought that was gonna be Liquids all day long.
And again, it gets to this point where David P will get caught. So this part of the round where ultimately Giants have this stall opportunity. Flash will give across the information. Cryptics gets the plant in. Fatinho tries to get ahead of the curve. Cryptics will stop that from happening. Meadow last man standing again. Maybe just look to punish the economy here. Again, when you've been reset this many times, the lost bonus is already stacked up.
Come back, Gazi.
Find that one. Liquid. I gotta say, the first time we've really seen them embrace what I feel they should be doing, right? It's moving with intent, the utilities invested, and even there, I mean, Ambi creeps back through, finds a wallbang onto Soulcast. It's almost like, in that scenario, Giants almost still nearly get the first blood, which is just crazy to consider. The fault line comes through, again, a couple of players stack up in towards Garage, and I think they're looking to kind of stack up behind that execution, but finally we see them move with intent, right? And actually utilize what's invested.
Ya Cok, you know what's worse? Dari gara-gara tadi tim Liquid udah 1 lawan 3 pas pistol kan Cok.
Crushing him instantly, but David P wants a
semuanya pada ngepick kayak main kompetitif anjir. Kompetitif aja orang bisa bilang don't pick. Ini di pick semua Cok sama anak-anak Liquid, gua ngerti gua.
Ropes, and up above is David P. Now he knows there's a player down there.
Jangan,
Scream's going to back away from this, but David P is going to fill that gap. Maybe Scream's thinking he won't repush that for another couple of seconds, maybe 5 more seconds until he worries, but he's clearing this. He can call this clear. He can set up Ambi to still keep his eyes on. Spots out 2 on the retreat. Did not get the connection he wanted. Now it's time to reaggress. There could be some really good pieces coming out of this from Liquid. They still have a great deal of opportunity. Liquid taking down mid. And now we wait and see what this slight hit finally looks like. 3 players tucked here though, and you're not going to be able to see. Fatinho finally reveals himself, and look at this denial.
It's just crazy. Scream now, last man standing. Bladestalker, Ambi. I feel like dislocated his wrist with that one, but still manages to land the shot. And the problem being is round 12 there, and they get a little bit control.
But the problem is they then have to explore all of these parts of the map that they haven't had access to. They haven't had kind of these bread and butter rounds, especially on the buy rounds, where they're able to go, do you know what, actually their default looks like this. David P is going to be tucked here. He's going to be playing like this, going to be playing off this flash, blah, blah, blah. Right there, round 12 is the first time that we've seen him go, actually, we've got space to challenge ropes. And what does David P do? Yeah, he doesn't find the connection coming back through, but he re-challenges. Because Liquid have no idea, once they scratch the surface, what's actually sat behind it from Giants.
And this was something we were kind of talking about, I guess, bigger picture coming into today is, well, how much do they know about Giants? How much have they played? How much have they seen them in official games? How much time has Sliggy had to potentially prepare these boys? How much is in the strap? They do have a walk mid.
Iya, gua aman kok.
The Soulcast and Yampy are the ones going to kind of lead down. Scream's got their back too.
Ini
big
apa
information. This should let them know exactly where they are.
Ini apa nih?
He's closing in.
Ini apa nih?
East in the depths. Just scurrying through the sewers. His timing is going to be everything here. Tries to get the timing just right.
Aduh, nggak bisa dong.
Could be.
Now.
Perfect.
Time to go. Link's found Ambi. Sees them all. Gets one. That's really good work. He doesn't need to overdo this. Soulcast is going to take his place. The flash comes in. It's great. Liquid with the perfect read here.
David P sudah di heaven. Oh,
Spike
kedengaran.
rotation. And look at David P's position. David P, if he gets two here, he doesn't. That would have been, I would say, the gateway. If he was able to get two, I would still see this being somewhat feasible. Think for Hoodie, kill for Yampy. No worries there. Lovely work. That mid-walk worked.
Thank God.
Come back.
Again, with a scoreline like this, you look towards Liquid to be proactive, right? As dying as they mean to go on here with the pistol round, and it's perfect. There's no hesitation there. 15-20 seconds in, it's not like they sit and go, let's see if they push A, right? This is the
mereka panik ya.
What you want to see.
Mereka apa namanya itu hancur, apa namanya tripwire hancur tapi nggak ngecek ya. Lot hotpot kecil.
Liquid have carved out the first foothold of a potential way back in. There's going to be meticulous, near on flawless. And the nade could do a little bit of chip damage. Yampy's going to catch one in the smoke. Couldn't be clean enough towards Ambi, so that's the gateway open towards heaven. Smoke goes in, but the two players pushed into towards B. Meadow was somewhat aware, I think Fatinho was as well, so they should be somewhat knowledgeable of this. Cryptic's still going to catch one on the cross. That spike now left loose. Ambi still doing pretty well here. That's now a 1v2. Now the spike, luckily for Liquid, was left up at the top side of heaven. Scream flipping back up. Ambi now knows maybe that avenue is shut. What does he do here? Dog comes in. Does spot him and now actually connects towards him. This could be the push coming in. Actually, they take a second of hesitation, which opens up a chance. Ambi!
Okay.
Well. Okay. Okay, we're okay. It's 4 rounds. It's okay.
You want to build a comeback. We talk about those flawless rounds, right? We talk about keeping three alive, you know, minimizing the repurchase.
Anggap aja 4-8 tapi mereka menang pistol. Anggap aja gitu, Dari 4-8 terus mereka menang pistol.
That's I mean, probably why we're seeing Yampy on what you could say a buy round for Liquid on a judge.
Yampy buy.
Oh my god. Cryptics.
Amazed you can be so mobile with balls that big, but look at what he's gone away with. At least one. Finding Fatinho, quick flash to follow. No one to push on that, however.
Cryptics ya.
Info, sure, but at what cost? Is that worth it?
Adiknya.
I mean, for me, you go 1 for 1. Giants take this in the mid to late round transition, especially.
Wah, ngerti Liquid kenapa hari ini kenapa gua nggak tahu.
Takes away a massive
ini Ambi main kayak lagi tidur, Cok, lihat deh.
Information.
Matanya kayak sipit banget.
They can garner passively.
Kayak merem, Cok. Kacamatanya refleksi. Jadi kelihatannya kayak dia lagi tidur gitu.
Now, back towards mid. I mean, the other thing to consider as well now.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Liquid at 4, and one of them doesn't have a rifle. So, in terms of ranged engagements, this could get tricky.
Pede nggak sih? Omen, lo pede nggak sih, Omen?
I believe in the Yampy supremacy. Oh, the timing, Yampy. Oh, here they come. They've got to know he's close by. They don't expect the judge, though. Gonna get 2 for all of that work, and they're probably feeling a little frustrated with that, but that is the value of Yampy.
Lihat posisi David P.
Found the timing.
David teh botol
This is
anjir.
terrifying to me. Link seems
Oh, no.
aware that someone could be here. There it is. Great shot from David P in the end. Took his time on that. The cross is being watched though. Scream lets him get past. So Spike Plant can now come in, and David P is taking space. This guy is a monster. He's running them absolutely ragged. And Scream's now had to find his way back into a 1v2 position noted. Finds David P. That's a big scalp to be claiming. Sees the brim of the hat.
Woi, udah lihat topi, Cok.
Wait, he didn't.
Meadow.
He did.
Oh, now he did. Meadow might have just given him a window. No, huge work there. Good work from Meadow in the end. But I want to
Udah
claim
lihat
again.
topinya
David
Scream,
P.
udah kelihatan topinya Scream.
He keeps finding the space, and he's always good for at least one with it. That's the thing. You find the information, you find the opportunity to push onto a side like that. But right there, he finds the first and then finds the second in spawn. So it's not even like you find the kill, which is the big kind of swaying condition, right? That's the variable you look for in a round like that. But then to double down, it's on a platter after that for Giants. Honestly, you cannot give him enough credit. The last David P has been absolutely crucial.
Tapi masih mereka mau buang-buang ini sih, bandar, Cok.
Hands down. Cannot disagree. The other players are great. They're all doing as they should, but I feel like he's finding that, I don't know, additional 20% somehow. I don't see many people able to find this room. And again, you might play your games, you might play your matchmaking, your bits and pieces, and sit in ranked, and you're like,
posisinya si Ambi tuh bagus banget, tadi bisa masuk sana sini sana sini. Udah kayak side punya bapaknya gitu, main masuk-masuk aja.
The timings and the possibilities, but once again, it looks like there has been space found here, but this is a bit of a shoddy buy from Liquid. It's not perfect. There is one rifle on Scream, so still a bit of leg to it. People goes in, Soulcast backside, has to find it, does great stuff from Soulcast, exactly what they needed. Yampy dives in on it, puts his body on the line, loses, but now Soulcast gets teed up, gets another, dips away into the smoke. He's doing everything he can. Soulcast just clawing onto this, but Hoodie's still... No, Hoodie, no way do you do anymore. There we go, recovery for Liquid, and again, tooth and nail stuff here.
Hanging by a thread is...
Gini ya guys ya. Oke, gua tahu. Kenapa sih Jor banyak komentar kayak jago-jago. Gua tahu, tapi mereka itu pro player, Cok. Tapi playnya kayak gimana ya? Ada play yang menurut gua ngaco gitu loh. Gua tahu play gua ngaco banyak, tapi mereka liquid anjir. Ngerti nggak? Mereka tim liquid. Mereka bukan tim Tokyo. Mereka tim liquid. They're not supposed to make stupid mistakes. Mereka seharusnya membuat room yang sangat-sangat keren gitu loh. Itu yang harus mereka lakukan.
Which potentially Liquid aren't anticipating. I'll be honest, you look at the economy here, you wouldn't expect what Giants are throwing into this.
Kind of like it.
Balik.
Like it. Yeah. I mean, you're 11 to 5, you've got a little bit of wiggle room.
You can throw a couple of these away.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it. I mean, you look at it this way, Liquid have a lot more to lose, right? Yeah, so it's like, I'll let you have one or two of these. I don't love the Force by Wars, obviously, but there is like a fine balance, right? And I think this is perfectly fine. Soulcast just showing up.
Ini apa nih? Nge-lag begini nih. Oh, internet gue yang jelek.
Having a little inspect. It's like a play back towards the A site. Do have obviously Soulcast by Pillar, and then
enak Soulcast permainnya.
We'll wait on that second smoke though. I think that's why we're seeing this pause initially. Yeah, but actually,
there we go.
Could get ahead of it.
Turned the flash well enough, already some of them did. It's a 1-for-1 trade, make it a 2-for-1 trade. There it is, there's the site now open and ready for the taking. Guns galore as well. They get the upgrades they need in a 4v3 post plant, but there's still stingers in this, still specters here. David P being one of the players with the other, slightly weaker weapon. But again, all three players for Liquid right now in CT. This could be quite nasty, not quite a full TikTok wall, but close enough. And it looks like it's go time. Ambi waiting. And there's going to be a pixel out of place and it's going to be found. Yampy's going to punish Ambi this time. 3v2 players still advantageous towards the Giants. And it looked like Hoodie wanted to do it all, but now the post-spawn's become a problem for Link, but he's been able to find David P. Meadows probably left scratching that now, looking quite bald head. He comes around just fine. The Stinger will actually be okay, at least with that low HP on Link. And that's 12 on the board for Giants. This is do or die time. We said, look, risk-reward, right? The risk and reward for Giants in that round was perfectly manageable. That was a reasonable investment. I didn't mind that at all. I actually really liked that choice to be having there. Whereas Liquid now, look at what they're left with. They are in the absolute bin. They've now got
udah mau disband,
It's not just map point, match point.
Tim Liquid tuh udah mau disband, Cok.
Yeah,
Tim
yeah,
Liquid udah
but
mau
going
di-spend,
forward,
mereka
Put it that way,
3-2
that's
dulu
how
buat
bad
beli
it is.
Ferrari
That's
1.
how bad it is. See here what the play is. Early fault line coming out. No follow-up.
Iya, lagi kurang mantap.
Typically a little deeper than we've seen them in previous rounds, so what happens here? It's going to be a fast piece from Giants here, Lauren.
Oh, Fitinho wanted to be the space taker and playmaker, but not going to get it this time. Yampi waiting very patiently here. How much does he see Ambi trying to keep himself safe? And the Giants do get dissuaded this time. They cannot make that same sight hit. And the 4 now have to wait patiently and respect this somewhat. Meadow feeling a little disrespectful, wants to try and make the play towards Yampi. Gets him no trade.
Not even a repeat. And Cryptic's only really got the Spectre, so he's playing
That's right.
passively off this.
But they've now brought it already back down to a 4v4.
Yeah, Giants happy to freeze. On the cooldown for at least one of those smokes to come back on the side of David Pete. They do have the res as well, so it looks like the intention is to potentially end up on B.
Left.
Here.
See if they can get back to full strength. Paranoia building now for Liquid, but they are holding strong.
Yeah, committed to this. Cryptic still needs a fair bit of work off the back of it. Waiting to see who comes through first. It'll be David P on the crossing. He's actually found Cryptics. Good work from Scream. He needs another. Couldn't quite tame the recoil and hitting as Ling gets his drive-by by Meadow. It's looking like this is over. Soul Cash, your last man standing in a 1v3. Sheriff and a Flash. Full-on armor, but it's that first kill that might be the hardest. And yeah, Hoodie's already found him. They all peek together. Giants have done the unbelievable. And they've absolutely destroyed Liquid. 13-5. That's a commanding score to be doing it at.
Yeah, just absolutely schooling them. Like I said, this is the form right now, the confidence, and I said the absolute lack of respect, right? And compositionally.
Udah gue bilang VGA menang, lo nggak percaya. Kalau tadi kejadiannya Liquid yang menang, lo mau bilang apa? Oh iya, gue salah. Stop trash talking, man. Stop trash talking. Gue masih nggak ngerti gitu loh kayak.
Gamble, stack, and be proactive every single round. At that point, you gotta just be thinking it's a matter of.
Udah terawang duluan bacot ah.
Well,
Terawang
and
titit
with all that in mind, obviously, we do need to now kind of look towards who you think was the player of the match in this. You guys at home, of course, you know where to go on the socials. Get on over there and give us your thoughts. We have the likes of Fitinho, Hoodie, and David P as your options, and let us know who you think was the better of them. I mean, I find it hard to take away from David P. But then, you know, Fitinho was glorious in moments. Every single one of those players.
Udah better udah gue ini.
Who would get your vote?
It's got to be David P for me, honestly. Again, it's easy to always vote the highlight plays and stuff, but his impact, I want to go back and just watch the minimap. I want to do a day in the life of Lothar and just watch David P on the minimap, seriously.
Yeah, he was truly able to kind of find, as I said, those threads of timing so perfectly. It was actually stunning to watch.
Jago banget nih VGA. Siapa sih VGA, guys?
Which, well, for you, not.
Vodafone Giants, Spain. Oke guys, jadi ini timnya Vodafone Giants, VGIA. Anjir, gue nongol di atas, Syok. Keren juga. Ini siapa, Cok? Bahkan mereka main dengan stand-in. Yang baru masuk 15 hari yang lalu. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Giants Gaming. Enggak sih, tapi jujur aja tadi dari Pak Giants-nya bagus mainnya. Tapi tim Liquid yang mainnya tai tadi sih. Jujur aja ya. What the fuck? Gua nggak tahu sistem betnya kayak gimana Wibu Saha. Gua nggak tahu lu bet berapa, gua nggak tahu apa. Pokoknya dia gitu aja pokoknya deh. Keren ya, Average Jonas jadi streamernya Liquid ya. Tim Indo nggak ada yang mau tarik gua nih jadi ini Jorchat Gox. Kayak nggak jadi custom deh, gua males custom coy. Atau mau custom? Paling mau custom. Keren ya kalau ada tulisannya nama Jordi Filbert, streamer tim apa gitu. Keren ya. Kayak kalau ada itu boleh tuh. Kayak boleh tuh kalau kayak ada Jordi Filbert. Name Jordi Filbert, position streamer. Boleh, Cak. Boleh banget dikirim ke gua gitu. Jor, jam berapa? Jam 1. Tokyo yang udah radian siapa aja? Radian. Yang udah sentuh radian di ek ini gue sama Alvin dong. The fuck? Duh, gue live sampai jam 1 mau ngapain ya guys ya? Tetap tergantung yang bet di Liquid berapa, yang bet di itu berapa, yang bet di apa namanya? Tim apa tadi namanya? Foda Giants berapa tergantung. Dibagi tetap. Gua nggak ngerti, Cok. Mau ngapain lagi kita ya? Bingung juga gue kita mau ngapain lagi nih. Anjir si Mei nggak kelar-kelar, Cok. Stream Subaton. Gue sampai jam 1 doang, jam 1 gue off, gue tidur. Gue butuh istirahat, Cok. VPN gue bayar gak bayar? Jor nobar fanatik Yulai. Gue gak ada janji apa-apa. Yang kayak gue ngutang sama kalian sih apaan sih? Enggak, gue gak ada janji apa-apa. Gue nggak ada utang apa-apa sama kalian. Bener VCT kalah. Gue udah bilang gue live sampai jam ini doang. Ferdi lagi sama bot itu. Temenan kan mereka? Ngapain ya guys ya? Kaget Cok, gue VGIA menang kayak gitu. Gue nggak lose streak sih, tadi kan gue wangi Cok. Tuh, gue berguna di match tadi. Gue bentar lagi radian lagi. Radian sekarang berapa sih? 400 ya. Berarti gue cuma perlu menang 5 kali lagi guys. Gue menang 5 kali lagi, gue balik ke radian. Ngapain nih kita ya? Ngapain guys? Pilih lah guys, kalian mau ngapain guys sama gue hari ini? Durung di mana? Di rumah temannya. Kasus Munir, siapa Munir? Bikin custom. Ya udah, tapi satu orang yang add-in ya. Gue males soalnya. Satu orang yang add-in. Siapa yang mau add-in? Dudung lagi di rumah temannya. Namanya lah susah. Munir siapa, Cok? Siapa Munir? Gue nggak janjiin siapapun jadi calon moderator ya. Gue nggak ada janjiin siapa-siapa ya. Ntar jangan bilang bang, katanya gue calon moderator. Gue nggak mau tuh begitu tuh. Gue nggak suka tuh yang begitu tuh. Kayak bang lu bilang gue bakal jadi moderator kalau gini. Gue nggak ada ngomong ya. Gue nggak ada ngomong. Gue cuma minta tolong. Minta tolong bukan berarti menjadikan Anda moderator. Gue kan calon mod, siapa bilang? Siapa bilang? Gue nggak pernah bilang siapa-siapa jadi calmot. Nggak ada gue bilang. Aduh. Terus gue donat si Linda. Linda kan lagi nge-live. Nggak. Gue nggak mau kayak gitu. Nggak mau gue. Lo orang mencalonkan diri jadi moderator sendiri. Siapa yang bikin? Gua nggak ada ngomong. Iya, custom aja yuk. Siapa yang mau invitein orang? Bang, nggak tahu sama presiden. Nah, kalau itu bener. Minggu depan gue jadi presiden. Minggu depan ya tuh. Nah, tadi gue baca chat kalian. Calmot siapa yang bilang? Gak ada ngomong tuh. I never said shit. Aduh jatuh. Bentar ya, gue invite dulu ya. Oh, lucu aja anjir, siapa yang... Bentar ya, tanggung, bentar. Aduh jatuh, udahlah. Let's go lah. Let's go. Mana? Tristan nih, invite ya. Ayo kita main. Partai Red Bull Indonesia ya. 7 Tristan. Kebluk. Siapa Steam chat? Main rank apa? Custom doang kok. Custom di malam hari. Judulnya gue ganti dulu nih. Saya izin live jar. Oke, see you. 7 Tristan kan? Udah, Cok. Oh, udah. Yuk, kasih ID tagline kalian, kita main sekarang. Bisa ada cara kreatif. Mana? Gue udah pernah ngomong ke YouTube anjir Jordan tentang itu, kata YouTube dia juga nggak tahu cara benerinnya gimana, mampus gak lu? YouTube aja nggak tahu, gue mau bilang apa cok kalau YouTube nggak tahu? What do you want me to say? Jor boleh spectate gak? Boleh. Tapi penuhin dulu roomnya. Gue juga udah capek sih, cuman tangguh gue harus sampai jam 1 cok. 1 more hour. Oh iya. Yang mau ikut main, taruh ID tagline di Gox ya. Caranya gimana? Gampang, tinggal pencet link yang gue taruh di pin di live chat. Habis itu kalian masukin ID tagline kalian di sana. Gampang sekali bukan? Pokoknya yang taruh di Gox gue yang invite secara personal. Karena kalian melakukan effort lebih banyak. Yang di YouTube di invite Tristan. Menuin jam 1 buat apa? Harus saya pokoknya. Hehe. Guys, suara gue enak gak sih kalau begini guys? Gue pengen beli mic stand yang baru guys, biar gue bisa ngomong kayak gini terus kayak biar nggak tahu, gue merasa lebih sensual ya bahasanya. Jadi mana nih antara ID tagline di Gox? Gak mau kah kalian taruh ID tagline di Gox sekarang juga gitu? Halo Jonathan Alessandra Tanner. Enak ya suara gue kayak gini. Gue juga merasa kalau ngomongnya lebih enak kayak gini dibanding kayak jauh-jauh gitu kayak. Oh. Mana ini yang kasih ID tagline tahun depan di YouTube juga nggak apa-apa sih. Cuman kalau bisa di Gox gue invite langsung di sini. Bau bang gue suka gitu. Udah belum. Nah, di komen sini Jor. Iya di komen situ. Bener. Dia keluar. Bisa dia keluar. Caranya gitu ya, biar orang nonton di Gox ya. Invite di Gox. Nah. Ini mau ngapain? Main custom room. Lebih kayak Intel sih suara lu. Maksudnya? Maksudnya kayak Intel apa tuh? Yang udah gue invite nggak masuk salah sendiri ya. Anjing goblok. Sial. Jadi customer-nya nggak janji. Singapura 1 gue udah sabi kan. Yang menang dapat apa? Atau nggak mau dapat apa-apa? Mau gue spectate atau main? Map apa guys? Map apa guys? Gua kasih voice note. Kalau mau gua ngomong, iya sayang, selamat pagi. Gue bikinin voice note kayak gitu. Gue bikinin lo butuh voice note, gue bikinin. Selamat pagi sayang. I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that pussy. Hey. Bet. Mau banget ada bet. R.I.P. that pussy. Hey. Halo, Ryui. Pakai agent apa ya, guys? Kita kan lihat live stream jar, terus stream snipe. Ya jangan stream, jangan dia ditutup kalau gitu. Streamnya lighter jangan lu tonton, atau kalau lu tonton tapi lu kecilin gitu loh. Ditontonnya sih biar views gua ada. She not with gym tonight. Yoru banget kan? Itu main pemain. Oh, gue ngantuk anjir.
I'll fight anybody.
I'll fight anybody.
I'll fight everybody.
I'll fight everybody. Hai katak rebahan. Wah itu guys. Nggak boleh stream snipe. Guys, ada yang mau ambil posisinya Kuzer guys? Kita tukar guys, Kuzer kita turunin ke villager menjadi viewer pada umumnya. Kita ubah posisi-posisi Kuzer guys. Tukeran posisi lu sama Kuzer, mau nggak? Siapa yang mau? Tukeran posisi lu sama Kuzer. Ada yang mau nggak? Terus gua kasih uang juga. Gua tuker deh pokoknya deh, privilege Kuzer kasih semua deh ke lu deh. Mau guys? Siapa guys? Yang mau guys? Siapa yang mau? Kita tukar posisi dia tuh. Tuh Kuzer pada mau. Gimana dong Kuzer? Pada mau? Pada mau tuh Kuzer tuh. Gue lihat dulu. RIP that CA. Few gamen. The fuck is gamen?
Cutting through.
Buried.
My bottom broke.
Ya 35 dapat duit. Sekarang lu yang gaji gua ya orangnya ya.
Spike planted.
Orangnya lu yang gaji gua ya. Orangnya lu yang ngegaji gue sekarang ya, Kuzer ya. Orangnya ya.
Reloading.
Orangnya gitu dia sekarang, guys. Udah banyak dia
Use
sekarang,
the
guys.
spike.
Blasphemous.
Baru kerja di skin kitchen berapa lama? Udah hampir setahun belum sih? Iya sih Kuzer. Udah mau setahun belum sih? Skin kitchennya buka belum setahun, Cok. Enggak lah, belum setahun dia berarti. Berapa lama ya? Setengah tahun ada lah ya. Setengah tahun ada lah ya. Baru kerja setengah tahun aja lo. Sok kaya lo. Sorry gue canda.
Time to jump.
Lu orang sadar gak sih? Satu hal yang he TP'd here. Apa dia TP sini?
One enemy remaining.
Guys are so much better than my last team.
Di 50 cepet ya orangnya ya.
Until I blind them to strike.
Satu hal yang gua sadar di VCT Eropa ya, yang bikin gue bilang bagus banget itu ya. Mereka tuh spektatornya pakai grafiknya high, Cok. VCT Indo pakai grafiknya low. Kita nonton bukan main. Boleh kali VCT Indo kasih grafik high. Feedback doang sih. Tidak ada unsur menghina atau apa. Cuma maksudnya feedback aja kayak I think itu di better kalau pakai grafiknya low deh. High deh. Kayak di luar ini pakai high, Cok. Kenapa di Indo pakai low? Karena bisa beli PC kan? Ada kan? Disediain kan PC kan? Pakai lah. Kan dia bukan caster.
Spike planted.
Reloaded.
Return.
Portal closed. Decoy.
Reloading.
Out of charges. Cutting through. Decoy.
enemy remaining.
This is no problem.
Last player standing.
Good try, idiots.
Continue on our
Caster tuh nggak nge-stream, casternya tuh nggak perlu PC bagus. Halo Ghost X, apa kabar?
Turret out.
They want more of me? Fine.
More of me?
Time to jump.
I'll do it myself.
My portal broke. Idiots.
Spike planted.
I'll handle this.
One enemy remaining.
Here. Out of charges.
Last player standing.
Halo Rizky.
Everyone makes fun of German efficiency. Just keep laughing.
Saya beruntung ditanya Jordi apa kabar, gua di bahasa nggak pernah bohong. Lebay selebay-lebaynya. Udah kayak orang paling berdosa gua. Nggak pernah baca. Warna River paling bagus menurut aku putih lah. Hai Ricardo Randy. Lebay.
Who's next?
Get out of my way.
Enggak, jam 1 gua off. At 1 AM, I'll be done. Kenapa Jor? Capek, pengen tidur.
You are divided.
Kabar.
Cutting through.
Gua pakai operator.
Spike
ngapain?
planted.
Ini juga gua. Ini gua pakai operator siapa?
Last player standing.
Udah pakai apa VCT? Omen. Mostly Omen.
Armor. Let's teleport and spook those guys.
Masih enak gak sih pakai Yoru? Gue sih kurang suka ya. Gue sih kurang suka. Kenapa Jer nggak suka? Nggak tahu, bukan agent gue. Pisau jok sepeda jelek anjir. Gue kurang suka cok. Bentuknya benar-benar kayak jok sepeda aja.
Help. Time to jump.
I've got your trail.
Spike planted.
Cepetlah dapat pacar. Lu kira balapan dok, cepet-cepetan. Slow and steady wins the race. Tenang aja, jangan terlalu buru-buru lah jadi orang. Nggak ngacak sih Jordi emang. Sorry ya. Yang pacar kalah cok. Jangan terlalu cepat-cepat. Nggak baik. Kayaknya tanggal berapa bang? Main event tanggal 10 kan? Tanggal 10 sembarangan ngomong gua. Jumat depan. Jangan jadi orang terlalu buru-buru kau.
Cutting through. Don't get up.
Sabarlah sedikit, bang. I feel sick.
Here. Portal closed.
Flashing.
Who's next?
Do you hide? Last player standing.
Jujur gue ngebet, kalau tim lu menang keambil nggak kalau ditinggal? Lu tinggal tetap dapat kok kalau gue menang ya.
Info.
Nggak tahu, tadi di mid dua-duanya tadi. Juri nggak punya pacar nggak masalah kan bisa sewa PS. Bisa mulut lu.
Spike planted.
Clutch, gua kasih VP. Udah kayak juragan VP ya gue ya. Oh ya emang gue jual. Ya Lightyear jangan stream snack. McD lu. Gue utang lu McD. Kok kalah?
Pick something nice to kill them with. It's the least we can do.
Kalah aja. Panda Prime atau Sentinel of Flight? I'm gonna go with Sentinel of Flight sih. Prime gue nggak suka cok.
Turret out.
Jump them. I'll return.
Wah, Astra teman sama.
I'll handle this.
Spike down A.
Stres cok digituin cok. Stres dia. Bener-bener stres, dia tidak tahu harus melakukan apa juga. Dipelecehkan seperti itu.
Reloading.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Time to jump. Decoy.
Last player standing.
Blinding.
Oh, back to backside. Ngapain nih orang? Iya, gue lupa transfer. Abisin lah, gue tanggung lah. Beda, tanggungan lah ya. Astranya ngentot. Dua rulesnya gimana? 50-50 chance, kayak head or tails. Yang menang cuma salah satu.
That's how you survive.
Cutting through.
Help. Initiated.
Who's next?
Begin.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy down.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Tambahan file kok pakai resource lagi? Maksudnya? Ini gue default kok. Ini gue default terus settingannya gue lowin semua. Resolusi gue mungkin, tapi kan resolusi gue di kalian tetap 1080p. Kalian 1080p jadinya tuh. Gue ngantuk banget anjir, gue pengen bobo tai. 40 more minutes, let's go. Let's fucking do this. We can do this all day, alright? We can do this all fucking day.
Time to jump.
Here, turret out.
Anyone else?
Cross.
Here.
Spike down A.
Gue nggak bawa sheriff.
One enemy remaining.
Sorry, this was taken.
Kasih game nggak kayak.
The dimensional fabric here is thin. I'll tear through.
Is this a damn drone?
10.000 dari Petra, pesan
Thank you,
absen.
Petra. Makasih banyak, bos. Rakit PC gimana tuh? Gua saranin ya, kalau saran gua rakit. Terakhir gua rakit. Saudara gua sih rakit sih. Di enter. Kalau gua punya PC rakit sendiri. Di enter enak kok. Terima beres. Aku lupa beli shorty guys.
Lights out.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Oh!
Now get out. Portal closed.
Last round in the half.
Last round to use our creds and abilities. Don't waste your firepower. Get out of my way! You are divided!
Halo satu ya. Bang beliin gue. Ntar ya. Kapan ya? Makanya 50.000 subs gue giveaway, mendingan lu subs dulu. By the way gue gak disponsor sama Enter kok.
Spike down B. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
10.000 dari Petra.
Oh di B, goblok. Thank you Petra, lu baik banget sih.
Shameful performance.
Bang gak beli arti lupa. Giveaway-nya 10.000 VP anjir. Baru langsung kasih. Gue juga kaget cok bisa kayak gitu cok. Gue juga kaget bener-bener.
I'll handle this.
Switching sides.
Gue bener-bener kaget itu tadi bisa kayak gini. Bener-bener kayak nggak masuk akal cok bisa kayak gitu cok. Should let us be.
Reloading.
Jor, gue mau pay to win gimana caranya? Nggak bisa kayaknya deh. Jadi sebenarnya tuh jadi moderator cara pay to win tuh nggak boleh minta, ngerti nggak sih? Kayak lu nggak boleh minta. Lu harus tiba-tiba lu donate gitu ya, terus tiba-tiba gue kayak anjir nih orang donate banyak banget, gue kasih mod gitu loh. Nggak bisa lu kalau udah ada niatan mau jadi mod tuh nggak bisa. Bisa sih kalau tiba-tiba gede banget bisa. Cuman seharusnya nggak bisa gitu. Seharusnya.
Reload.
Apa? Ya, dia udah heal diri sendiri.
Reloading.
Time to jump.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Sistem suap pasti berjalan coba ya, Shan. Nah itu sih. Suap menyuap itu udah pasti berhasil, Cok. Udah pasti banget terjadi. Oh 2 juta gimana Jer? Tolonglah jangan buat saya seperti itu. Beli saham IPO-nya kagak. Ada public, ada entity-nya kagak. Shan, sumpah Shan. Sumpah nggak guna lu bayar buat jadi moderator gua tuh nggak guna banget sumpah. Kayak buat apa lu jadi mod gua? Nggak ada untungnya sumpah. Jangan Cok bayar buat jadi mod orang tuh paling nggak guna. Gue walaupun di donate ya, gue tahu sih gue terima 2 juta senang sih. Cuman kayak save your money man. Buat apa? Ngerti gak sih? Kayak gue bisa sih jadiin lu mod abis itu donate 2 juta. Cuma buat apa lah jadi mod gue kalau bayar 2 juta gitu loh. Bitch. Ih.
You're done.
Monyet. Satu lembar rupiah. Nggak tahu deh. Kan gue isi Valorant hack. Banyak yang belakang ini isi iklannya Valorant hack.
Last player standing.
What should let us be? Anjir tuh lagu kenapa nyangkut di otak gue ya? Tau gak? How deep is your love dari Donasi. Itu lagu kenapa nyangkut banget di otak gue.
10.000 dari Petra.
Makasih banyak Petra. Kalau nggak lanjut nobar kecewa. Kalau kecewa lihat Liquid kena gampar gitu kayak. You're getting fucked tonight.
Anyone gonna get to Spike?
The spike is here.
The spike is here.
I will find you.
Time to jump.
Ngomong subaton gue capek ah. Nggak tertarik. B-flank ya, B-flank ya, B-flank ya. B-flank.
Bad luck.
Yuk.
Last player standing.
Wah.
Spike down A.
Wah, kena flank yang gua bilang. Dulu nggak kawan? Dulu lagi di rumah. Dari itu iklan cheat isinya virus kah? Guys, kalau ada iklan yang aneh-aneh, report aja ke Google. Kayak iklan cheat gitu, report aja ke Google. Nggak boleh mereka sebenarnya iklan kayak gitu. Report aja, report aja.
10.000 dari Petra.
Petra uangnya banyak ya, makasih ya Petra ya. Makasih ya Petra ya. Sheni nih Petra nih.
Cutting through. I'll handle this. I'm back.
Opponent killed. Jets
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Banyak sih makanya jadi yang dapat iklan cheat Valorant. Kenapa? GG kali ini musuh, cok.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember.
Even with numbers, anything can happen. It's okay, just a game.
10.000 dari Anonim. Pesan,
Mending
Jor
beli
mending beli
Elder
Elder
Flame
Flame operator apa River?
Operator gue lebih suka Elder Flame. Tapi kalau pilihannya ada Ion. Main jadi apa? Main custom dong.
Try not to die.
Turret out.
Ready nih guys ya, ready nih ya. 1, 2, 3. Ih, hilang dia. Monkey. Swear I saw him.
うるせえんだよ。
10.000 dari Petra.
Oh my god. Thank you
Spike
Petra.
down.
Spike sama gua. Sorry. Iklan Coba terakhir iklan kalian habis nonton apa di YouTube dapat iklan kondom. Iklan kondom tuh berarti kalian habis aneh-aneh. Kayak iklannya begitu. Kalau iklan itu biasa mereka kalian habis cari-cari something yang ini. Lari ke BB kosong.
Here.
Gitu.
Recalling my bot. 30 seconds left.
Ini custom game. Wah gila nih orang.
Spike planted. Shadows
I've got your trail. Placing swamp grenade.
Player standing.
Turret down.
1 lawan 3 kalah cok, gua gak ngerti. Oh nice. Gue juga nonton lo doang. Jor, gue nonton lo doang. Nggak mungkin. Bohong. Wilayah. Wilayah. Jor, kontrol jongkok gue Q bagus ya. Ya kalau lo nyaman bagus aja sih. Sebenarnya nggak ada bang kibain yang bagus tuh gimana, nggak ada. Kibain yang bagus tuh yang lo orang nyaman. Nggak mungkin cok iklan kondom kalau cuma nonton gua
Placing sentry.
Bakso.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Rest. Initiated. I have to spike.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Careful.
Here.
One enemy remaining.
Gue pengen kena.
I
am
Prometheus. You are just a god. One of my cameras is broken.
VGA yang bagus menurut lo dong. Mau spek apa? Maksudnya mau high end atau apa? Tunggu ini deh. Tunggu 6600 XT bagus tuh. Berarti kalau beli membership buat lo nggak guna ya? Buat gua atau buat kalian? Buat kalian beli membership cuman buat gambar-gambar doang sih. Kayak ada logonya doang sih di kiri. Sebenarnya fungsi utama sih sebenarnya jangan pikirin perks ya, donation atau kalian jadi member tuh perks utamanya tuh membantu gua. Not you guys getting stuff gitu loh. Kayak jangan itu yang diambil utamanya, cok.
Plant the spike.
I have the spike.
Belum mungkin.
Spike planted.
The hunt begins.
Ngeri.
One enemy remaining.
Out of charges.
Ngeri. Ngeri.
Don't die. If you need help
Kapan
figuring
giveaway
out
30
how,
nggak tahu, cok.
just ask.
Wah, mantap dong Jocelyn. Karir gua hari ini baru main kompetitif 1 kali sih. Gua hari ini main kompetitif 1 kali, VCT 4 game. Jadi sebenarnya tuh hari ini gue udah muak main Valorant sih sebenarnya, cuman tanggung aja, Cok. Hari ini live 20 menit lagi lah. Ntar kita hari ini webinar Valorant, habis game ini kita webinar Valorant. Kalian mau nanya apapun gua jelasin, gua jawabin. Fucking guys. Di sana.
Reloading.
Kayak gua nggak expect 2 di sana. Kalau 1 dia fucking dead.
Cover going out.
Here.
Sekarang suka gini gak sih di kursi kalian tuh? Kayak kalau udah capek gitu kayak angkat tangan. Gua gak tau sih tujuannya apa sih. Kayak gua gak tau sih tujuan gua angkat tangan kayak gini apa, cuman gua kebiasaan begini. Gua angkat tangan begini. Kayak kalian sering gitu gak sih? Jor, kalau beli aku katanya nggak 100% aman ya? Betul, nggak 100% aman.
Where is everyone?
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Dari jam berapa emang? Gue live udah 2 jam setengah lah.
Move in
Tadi
after I strike.
Gue main Valorant
That's
dari
when
jam
they're
1.
weak.
Gue main Valorant dari jam 1 sampai jam 6. Jam 6 atau jam 7 tuh gue lupa tuh. Gue main sampai jam 6, jam 7. Habis itu gue nungguin edit video, bukan edit sih, compile video, cut dikit, beresin. Terus ya gitu deh. Gitu deh.
Dead.
Ada yang beli shorting nggak?
Shadows traveling.
Time to jump.
Monyet di smoke begitu.
Spike down A.
Nah, gue udah masuk. Gua abis ini kita ngobrol-ngobrolnya 20 menit.
Last player standing.
Nah, ente lo.
I've got your trail.
Diuti anjing.
By the way besok Skin Kitchen buat mau jualan VP bukan dari jam 9 pagi. 9 atau 10 sih Kuzer, gue lupa. Tadi gue bilang jam berapa? 9 atau jam 10 gue bilang? Kayak jam 10 ya gue bilangnya. Ya jam 10 pagi udah bisa dapat VP ya. Jam 10 pagi, tapi harga naik. Gue minta maaf banget, harga naik. Mau gak mau guys. Mau gak mau, gue juga pengen kasih yang termurah tapi naik.
Gun here.
Nih, pakai nih, Crash Choco nih. Nih. Lihat ya guys ya. Mana kasih gua Ares lu?
Spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
I'll handle this.
Ah!
I'm back.
You want to find it?
Gue paling suka tuh kayak gitu.
Rata tuh.
Mana apa?
Last player standing.
Watch them run. Spike planted. Shadows traveling.
Ya, mahal sih sebenarnya sih maksudnya.
Who's next?
No.
Siap. Well, should let us. Kalau CS kan enaknya tuh skinnya bisa dijual lagi.
Defenders win.
Masih ada custom lagi kah? Enggak. Dan guys, kita bikin voice note dulu guys. Kita lihat dia maunya apa guys. Mana? DM IG gue, terus nama IG lu kasih tau. DM IG gua, terus kasih tau IG lu apa. Biar gue bisa baca. Kita voice notein guys. Kalian pengen denger gua voice notein buat orang gak guys? Namanya Steven L. Sick of this shit. I'm tired. Ikut. Telat dong. Pengen main lagi. Emangnya bisa main dong di situ dong? Hah? Emangnya bisa? Bisa main pakai HP, bisa berantem kita habis ini. Kita ribut sekarang juga. Nggak, udah dia nggak bakal bisa main sekarang, cok. Nggak akan dia bisa main. Steven L ya. Mana Steven L? Ya webinar saja. Apa yang mau di VN-in? Guys, kita udah janji voice note kan orang. Jangan 21++ gue hajar. Pilkrok apa anjir pilkrok? Nggak bercanda nggak mau berantem nggak ada berantem nggak ada berantem. Guys, kita voice note kita kirim ke dia dari HP gak sih? Gue cinta Wawuk sama Cloud. Got this. Ntar ya guys ya. Yang di Discord yang di stream gue mute dulu. Cok, HP gue jatuh, cok. Patah lagi. Yah. Langsung aja ya di IG. Sabar. Didoain dudung HP gue jatuh parah banget. Nggak boleh lah. Guys, gue 20 menit, 15 menit lagi off. Lu orang mau ngomong apa sama gue? Sekarang. Jadi kalau kalian ada perasaan gitu sama gue, boleh diomongin sekarang kok. Sekarang waktunya yang tepat kalau kalian ada perasaan sama gue gitu atau gimana kayak sekarang waktu yang tepat untuk berbicara. Sekarang. Nah, Jor, kenapa lo rank kayak jatuh HP gue. Jor, kenapa lo rank kayak gue bronze itu karena jago karena cupu. Tapi kenapa high rank kayak diamond radiant jarang bau, seandainya bau mereka bisa bikin mereka bagus. Oke, jadi gue bisa jelasin. Radiant, Tens juga bisa bau. Tens, Wardell gitu-gitu mereka bisa bau juga. Jadi jangan pikir kalau di bronze lo kalau bau, kalau jago gitu. Semua rank kayak gitu sama, nggak ada bedanya sama. Udah gitu doang sih. Secara singkat gitu. Jor, kok VP lagi pada mahal sih? Karena sekarang Malaysia udah nggak bisa ngasih kita isi VP lagi. Bang, lu ganteng, gua suka sama lu. Iya, oke. Thank you Bang Jor WP. Ya WP, well played Lightyear. Jordi kenapa jarang mandi? Dong, jangan buka kartu seperti itulah dong. Kan antara kita aja yang tahu dong tentang itu dong. Mereka nggak tahu aku nggak mandi setiap hari. Tapi kita saja yang tahu gitu. Jangan kau buka-buka ke umum, ke publik seperti itu. Jangan mas seperti itu. Ketahuan abis ini. Jor Paptet, goblok. Nggak main game mobile, nggak. Jor color merek apa? Nggak tahu, lupa. Ada banyak. Jor jadi gini Jor, iya. VPN lu bayar Jor, bayar. Sekarang lagi diskon 3 tahun cuman kayak nih gue bukain ya. Gue bukain. Murah banget Cok sekarang Cok. Anjir gue kayak di endorse saya ya Cok. Gue kayak di endorse saya nih. Jadi ini sekarang lo ada diskon lagi. Terus ya. Jadi lu bayar cuman berapa duit nih? $60 habis itu lu pakai promo code lagi diskon $10, berarti lu cuma bayar $50 buat 3 tahun, which is cuma 700.000. Murah banget anjir, gue beli aja waktu itu sejuta. Udah mau selesai, udah 15 menit lagi. Habis ini I'm going to Dreamland. I'm tired man. Amin deh, kapan-kapan kita bisa ketemu di main event ya William ya. Lumayan buat nonton film yang iya. Enggak sih, gue buat main Valorant. Dulu sih sebenarnya buat kerjaan gue sih, dulu. Tapi sekarang gue pakein buat Valorant. Hitung-hitung daripada lu exit lag lu lihat ya. Oke guys, gue bukannya mau ngerusak bisnis orang ya, tapi lu orang udah pernah lihat kan gue pakai VPN sama nggak pakai VPN bedanya apa? Lumayan bagus kan? Kayak gue pakai VPN ping gue cuma 19 atau 20 ya kayak ping gue biasa kan. Lu lihat deh, harga exit lag berapa? 1 bulan 100.000, anjir. 1 bulan 100.000 udah kayak gue bayar ini 7 bulan, udah kayak gue bayar Viper VPN 3 tahun, Cok. Worth it-an mana coba gue tanya lu. Ya, sediskon-diskonnya semi annual 5,83, which is $35 per 6 bulan. Mahal banget, Cok. Gila ya. Speed rate berapa? 30 Mbps. Iya. Bentar lagi di transfer semua negatif pocket. Gue yang belum transfer, salah gue, bukan salah admin ya. Sorry. Tadi gue lupa. Sorry. Kenapa kalau mau mandi pasti buang air dulu? Enggak juga. Bang Jor jelasin tentang nembak sambil jongkok dong. Jadi nembak sambil jongkok itu ping lu bakal bagus. Ping lu lagi spray lu bakal bagus, tapi ya lo bakal jadi an easier target aja. Jadi saran gue latihan aim sambil berdiri. Oh bisa nih, percaya nggak Stephen Hawking itu sebenarnya bisa jalan cuman gara-gara kursinya secret tab jadi dia nggak bangun. PW ya soalnya ya. Jelasir kenapa rakyat lahir. Nah kalau itu gue nggak tahu. Pernah live Twitch pernah. Jor Jaksel ya enggak, Jakut. Males jawab pertanyaan kayak gitu. Jor jam 1 dong baru off. 12 menit. Iklan cheat follow mulu Jor. Nggak tahu gue kenapa sih sekarang banyak iklan cheat follow. Main di rank gold silver gimana Jor? Baca Jor. Itu lu tinggal latihan aim se-aim ya. Gading kan? Kagak bukan. Jor cara main di rank silver gold gimana? Itu sebenarnya aim doang sih. Rank silver sama gold tuh bagus. Aim you're gonna win every single fight. Gue yakin. Bang kalau musuh nanti lihat video turnamen lo gimana? Ya udah kan gue nggak ada trash talk. Yang trash talk kan Danan. Kan gue nggak ada bacot. Anjir nih kumis udah pengen gue gunting Cok. Ternyata tapi kan gue males Cok. Pengen gue potong anjir. Ini kenapa ya gue nyalain VPN tadi ya? VPN gue buat apa ya gue nyalain VPN in the first place ya? Anjir sidang skripsi gimana? Belum, gue masih bulan depan gak deh. Nggak tahu gue extend terus Cok. Gue bayar extend terus. Nggak tahu. Jor siapa pembunuh Munir sebenarnya? Munir siapa Cok? The fuck is Munir? Kenapa pro player PC yang bersinar banyak negara luar? Karena nggak tahu. Jor, iya. Vandal one tap, gue ding padahal kena kepala. Nembus tembok soalnya, nembus kardus. Kalau nggak nembus pinggiran tembok. Biasa gitu. Jor, kalau latihan aim di the range setiap hari bakal bagus gak? Pasti lo improve, tapi it's better kalau lo latihannya langsung di deathmatch aja sih. Siapa sih Munir? Dibunuh 2004 di Romania. Anjir, ini kasus 2004, Cok. Ya lu gila, mana gua tahu siapa. Siapa anjir? Gua mana ngerti beginian. Gua mana ngerti, Cok. Tapi kalau gua bau, game sense aim hilang, Jor. Tapi kalau wangi balik semua. Radian kalau bawa game sense aim jadi jelek juga ya, Jor. Game sense-nya sih pasti ada. Lagi bau juga ada. Aim bau ya. Biasa yang bau aimnya sih. Lu anak IPA-IPAan tapi gua sekolah gua jelek. Hui atau Fruity? Sama lah. Sama-sama keren dua-duanya. Mau mainnya buat jadi doang kan di live lu. Sebenarnya dulu tuh bisa ditukar hadiah, cuman sementara gua pause dulu. Week 3 Tokyo sampai final, amin. Udah kalah, Bang. Jor, biar nggak kagetan kalau ketemu musuh gimana? Ya, biasain, sering main. Jor, tips nyogok, siapin uang yang banyak, datang. Gini guys. Cara penyogokan yang baik tuh ya. Jangan pernah menyogok di depan banyak orang. Penyogokan itu harus dilakukan diam-diam secara personal. Jadi nanti lu tanyain dulu guys orangnya guys. Lu datang dulu ke orangnya, lu bilang gini, bro, langsung aja lu langsung SKSD ya guys. Gue ajarin ya cara penyogokan yang baik dan benar ya. Lu langsung SKSD ke orang ya. Contohnya guru lu atau siapapun. Nah, ini bro aja gitu, bikin dia ngerasa kayak anjir nih orang ada sesuatu nih manggil gue nggak pakai om atau apa gitu, langsung aja, woi bro, lu langsung gituin tuh. Habis itu lu kayak ngobrol bentar dong. Lu ajak ngobrol bentar, lu bilang ajak ngobrol bentar gitu. Iya. Tadi kayak, oh iya mau ngobrolin apa? Dia udah pasti ada feeling itu, anjir gue pasti mau dibayar nih. Terus dia bilang kayak, jadi gini bro, tuh kayak ini kayaknya kurang sesuai sama yang gue mau deh. Lu ngomongin aja secara detail. Bisa dibantu nggak? Anjay, gila itu mah. Pasti langsung kayak, bantu gimana tuh maksudnya tuh? Ya gitu, bantu. Jelasin aja lu mau dibantu apa. Terus lu kasih lihat cashnya. Nih, buat kopi. Ya gitu. Wah gila, berhasil. Mission complete. Jor, kok pas gue ketemu channel lo sama Freddy Games gue pertama drastis karena lu berarti rank lu itu berarti harusnya rank lu di platinum ke bawah, terus lu lihat kita main, terus tuh bakal lu pelajarin sesuatu dari kita gitu loh. So gue pakai bintang apa anjir, gue gak tau bintang itu apa. Tapi ya gitu ya guys, jangan dilakukan di publik ya guys. Kalau kalian kayak gitu jangan bilang gue yang ngajarin ya. Lu mau custom follow? Enggak, gue udahan. Tinggal nunggu 5 menit lagi, gue off 7 menit sih. Tanggung cok. Jor, cara keluar dari plat tanpa cari party solo main. Pernah nyogok guru pas kenaikan kelas nggak? Nggak pernah. Gue seumur kaget gue cok. Gue seumur umur belum pernah bayar buat naikin tingkat gue sih, belum pernah sih. Pernahnya enggak, gue nggak mau ngomong ntar gue kena lagi cok. Enggak. Juru jurusan kuliah apaan? Computer Science. Juru lu di kota mana? Jakarta. Jur, cara keluar penjara pakai kotak susu gimana? Gue tahu anjir. Jur, bayar SIM C atau A? Gue gak tau mobil apa sih. Ntar dompet gue mana? SIM A gue. Gak enak banget kartunya kan gini sih. SIM A gue. Nice one, Diablo X, nice. Bang Jar, crosshair placement lo emang di level dada ya, nggak kepala? Sebenarnya itu gue kurang bagus sih. Sebenarnya bagusan itu crosshair placement di kepala. Gue pun masih perlu improvement. Gue masih perlu siapin crosshair placement gue di kepala. Sim nyogok Jor. No comment. Gue punya rencana mau rantau ke Jakarta, Jor. Hidupnya keras gak di sana? sebenarnya kembali lagi ke lifestyle lu nyaman dengan lifestyle biasa aja nggak gitu loh. Kayak kalau lu mau hidup dengan biasa, lu makan di pinggiran, lu makan begini ya bisa gitu loh. Tapi kembali lagi tongkrongan lu tuh ntar di Jakarta tuh lebih, gue pernah kan ke luar kota, gue ada teman luar kota juga gitu ya, kayak kalau dibanding sama teman-teman Jakarta tuh lebih brengsek gitu loh. Jadi hati-hati aja sih ke Jakarta. Jar, kapan ganti kacamata? Nggak tahu dong, harus ganti banget kah? Jar kerja apa Jar bisa punya uang banyak? Nyulik anak orang. Umur berapa Jar? 21. Jar, kok gue lihat skill di orang ada MP3, MP4. Oh, MP3, MP4 ini nih. MP3, MP4. Enggak sih, MP4, MP5 sih. Tapi gue gak mau nge-sim, kalau gak nge-work tuh gak jadi aja. Lama banget. Jar, beli VP di mana? Skin Kitchen lah. Ceritain VCT dong. Jadi VCT kita kena bantai di game di episode 2 lagi. Lu kira film di what do you call that shit? Match kedua. Bukan match kedua sih. Musuh kita yang kedua, tim kedua kita. Jar, kerja apa sebelum jadi streamer? Apa kerjaan sebelum jadi streamer apa deh? Nggak open sih. Gua nggak open discussion itu sebenarnya sih. Cuman anggap aja culik anak orang, gua jualin anak orang ya. Udah saya Jar game-nya. Udah, gua udah capek. Jar, siapa nama gue biar emak gue bangga. Halo Evan. Bang Jar, kenapa nggak pindah mouse wireless? Oke guys. Jadi gue mau ceritain nih guys ya. Jadi sebelum gue pakai mouse ini, sebelum gue pakai mouse Dead Adder ini, gue pakai Mamba Hyperflux. Jadi dulu tuh gue pakai ini guys. Dulu ini gue pakai dari tahun 2018. Gue pakai mouse ini wireless 2018 sampai 2020. Mouse-nya rusak dalam 2 tahun. Rusaknya gimana tuh, Jor? Jadi rusaknya tuh bukan gimana, dia nggak bisa diklik. Klikannya error. Klikannya rusak. Nah, jadi ini mouse gue garansiin. Permasalahannya ada satu. Karena ini mouse nggak ada di Indonesia, dan waktu itu gue belinya di luar negeri, jadi dia harus digaransiinnya di luar negeri, nggak bisa di Indonesia. Jadi gue titip. Enci gue punya pacar punya adik. Jauh ya. Enci gue punya pacar punya adik. Pas dia ke Singapura, gue titip mouse-nya. Tolong dong bawain mouse gue ke Razer. Tolong gantiin di sana. Gue minta tolong ke mereka. Tolong dibantuin. Nah, kebetulan ini mouse tuh udah nggak diproduksi lagi. Ini mouse udah nggak ada lagi, it's no more, udah nggak ada lagi nih mouse nih Mamba Hyperflux. Padahal ini mouse favorit gua, sumpah ini mouse favoritnya gua, tapi mereka udah nggak produksi lagi dan udah discontinued. Jadi mereka gantiin gua sama Basilis. Ini Basilis. Jadi nanti tunggu enci gua punya pacar punya adik balik ke Indonesia, baru gua bisa pakai mouse gua yang Basilis. Yang ini. Yes, ini harganya hampir 3 jutaan mouse-nya. Padahal yang itu gue beli 4 juta, 5 juta. Yes, ini mouse-nya. Ntar gue bakal pakai ini. Ini kayak Logitech sih bentuknya sih. Kayak Logitech apa sih? Kalian tau gak sih kayak Logitech apa nih bentuknya guys? Iya gak sih? Kayak Logitech apa sih ini bentuknya nih? Kayak gue pernah lihat gitu loh mouse kayak gini. Ya, itulah. Mirip banget, Cok. Ya, G502 ya. Mirip banget, Cok. Jadi tunggu enci gue punya pacar punya adik balik ke Jakarta, baru gue dikasih ini. Balik ke Indo sih lucu sih. Baru gue dapet mouse ini lagi. Jadi sementara gue bakal pakai mouse ini sampai mouse itu datang. Tapi pun gue nggak tahu, gue udah nyaman banget sama mouse ini. Mungkin pun gue nggak pakai mouse itu, karena gue udah nyaman gitu sama yang ini. Kayak kalau udah nyaman ngapain ganti-ganti, Cok? Ntar malah harus adjust ulang, harus pelajarin ulang. Aduh, cari grip yang enak ulang. Aduh, nggak deh. Gue nggak tahu sih ntar gimana sih bentuknya sih. Jadi gue kangen pesan-pesan AMD nanti Sabtu Minggu. Besok dong berarti dong. Kirim ke gue sih balik sih. Enggak lah. Jadi gue udah hard carry di low rank tapi ketemu tim gak jelas, kasih saran gimana dong? Don't worry about it. Main aja terus. Worth it kah beli mouse sampai segitu? Sebenarnya worth it nggak worth it sih. Kalau misalkan lo kepengen, lo tertarik, kenapa enggak? Mouse yang sekarang harga berapa? Cuma 1 juta. Gue beli yang ini murah banget. Gue beli murah. Yang ini budget, salah satu budget mouse-nya Razer, cok. Enak banget, cok. Jar, video VCT yang kalian dihapus. Enggak, gue gak ada hapus video apa-apa kok. Kalau Anda hard carry ini kayak rank Anda pasti naik, betul. Pasti naik. Walaupun lo kalah satu game, next game-nya lo pasti menang lagi gitu loh. Mouse wireless apa yang bagus? Sebenarnya ini mouse bagus kan. Terus ini ada versi wirelessnya juga, namanya Dead Adder V2 Pro. Itu 2 juta. Ini 2 kali lipat harga ini sih. Cuman menurut gue kalau lu suka mouse wireless, go for it. Gue waktu itu gak beli wireless, kenapa? Karena gue mikir ini bakal datang soon. Ternyata sampai sekarang gue gak dapet cok masih. Lu beli peralatan gaming di mana? Dulu sih Tokopedia, Shopee, gue cari aja yang murah, yang mana gue beli. Enggak sih. Dulu gue belinya di luar negeri biasanya, lebih murah biasanya kan. Terus gue biasa titip orang sih. Gue titip orang, gue beli, gue titip, kirim ke Indo. Jadi dapat lebih murah biasanya gitu. Tapi jeleknya itu kalau kayak gitu, apalagi Razer ya. Razer tuh kurang seraknya gitu-gitu. Kalau lebih dari luar negeri masuk ke Indo tuh dia nggak bisa garansiin lo. Misalnya mouse tuh rusak nih. Misalnya yang ini kan belinya di Indo sih. Misalkan yang mana yang gue beli di luar negeri ya, rusak nih. Ya udah, you're fucked gitu. You're dead. Jadi coba mouse Hades Revolver. Ih, terang banget kok. Nggak tahu, nggak pernah coba. Bentuknya sih oke sih. Banjir, gue lagi main suka lupa grip mouse gimana. Jadi nyaman ntar megangnya gimana. What the hell, what do you mean? Kenapa suka Razer? Gue orangnya loyal ke satu brand. Gue udah pernah ceritain sih, gue loyal ke satu brand. Kalau di luar negeri lu atau apa, Jor? Nggak tahu, titip orangnya. Ya, sebenarnya bentar lagi kita off stream sih, guys. Lu grip apa? Gue yang claw. Gue yang claw. Jor, G102 gimana? Gue baru pesen. Setahu gue tuh banyak yang bilang bagus tuh G102. Setahu gue ini yang oke mouse deh, G102. Iya, gue belum pernah coba sih. Jujur aja, gue mouse itu gue pernah cobain. Yang gue pernah punya, yang gue pernah punya tuh. Bentar, di Gox gue matiin dulu ya. Ntar kita lanjut ngobrol bentar. Gue matiin dulu yang di Gox biar nggak drop anjir ACU gue. Sabar ya, yang di Gox. Jangan main Go with your friends. Enggak, gue mudahan gue udah capek banget, cok. Gue udah capek banget. Let's talk about mice dulu ya, karena gue suka sih ngobrol ya. I enjoy this so much. Jadi, bang, tambah 1 jam 3.000. Lu kira warnet? Udahan main gue. Gue seumur-umur punya mouse yang gue beli. Bukan beli sih, yang gue punya. Yang I own, hitungannya punya ya. Razer sama Steel Series. Itu cuma 2 mouse yang gue punya. Seumur-umur hidup gue cuma 2 itu dong yang gue beneran punya. Masih ada nih sampai sekarang Steel Series gue di dalam. Antara di sini atau di depan, gue nggak tahu. Habis itu Logitech gue pernah pinjem, teman gue punya, gue bawa pulang pernah. Gue pinjem. Kenapa lu pinjem mouse tuh punya teman lu punya mouse? Nggak tahu, gue kepengen aja. Gue bilang, pinjem dong. Gue kepengen aja. Dan itu mouse-nya yang mirip-mirip kayak gini nih bentuknya nih. Mirip-mirip begini bentuknya nih. Mirip-mirip begini bentuknya. Dan lumayan enak, cuman nggak tahu, gue kurang aja kalau lihat mouse biru tuh. Gue kurang suka, gue kurang serak sama gue. Merek biru kurang serak sama gue. Kecuali dia mau sponsorin, boleh. Tapi kalau gue beli kayaknya enggak deh. Room tour males. Katanya kalau Steel Series buat FPS kurang ya, Jor. Gue kurang suka sih. Mouse Steel Series gue waktu itu Steel Series Sensei Wireless. Namanya Steel Series Sensei Wireless. Gue kurang suka. Menurut gue kurang. Baik lagi gue ke Razer lagi, cok. Glorious model, oh gimana? I've heard a lot of good things about that. Cuman gue nggak pernah pakai, jadi gue nggak tahu. Katanya enteng banget ya mouse-nya. Nah, gue tuh nggak suka mouse terlalu enteng. Jadi untuk headset game itu minimal harga 300 ya. Nggak tahu juga sih, gue belum pernah coba headset gaming segituan sih. Gue headset gaming termurah gue itu dibeliin Enci gue. Headset pertama gue tuh dibeliin Enci gue. Waktu itu Razer Kraken yang Gen 1. Harganya waktu itu di Indo sebenarnya 900, cuma Enci gue waktu itu gue nggak tahu duit dari mana dibeliin gue. Di Singapura dia beli 1 juta buat gue. Gue kayak anjir, lu bayar banget. Dan waktu itu gue gak ada uang sih, jadi pas dapet tuh kayak anjing keren banget dapet headset Razer. Oh my god, this is so cool dapet headset Razer. Sebenarnya asal mula Razer gue udah Enci gue sih. Enci gue setan juga bikin gue Razer, bikin gue ketagihan. Lu nggak suka yang ada honeycomb ya? Enggak, terlalu enteng. Setelah itu headset gua adalah setelah itu headset gua adalah Steel Series. Nah, gue pakai headset Steel Series enak tuh. Sebelum gue ganti ini, itu headset terenak menurut gue. Tapi menurut ya sih enak sih. H wireless Steel Series. Ini headset gue dulu nih. Nggak ada gitu yang linknya Steel Seriesnya langsung. Wireless ya dilihat enggak? Gue jurusan Computer Science. Kok udah nggak jual dia? Ya udah. Ya udah yang ini. Ini gue beli 2015. Ya, harganya memang rada mahal. Cuman bagus banget. Cuman jeleknya tuh dia pakai adaptor tai ini, Cok. Yang bikin ribet tuh adaptornya. Iya sih, nggak ada delay sih. Cuman it's fucking annoying. Ada adaptor tai itu tuh. Mantap, file murah di mana? Skin Kitchen. Gue binus sambil Computer Science sampai sekarang belum lulus. Sabar. Hammerhead V2 gimana? Hammerhead itu yang earphone ya? Gue gak suka earphone. Razer itu banyak yang bilang mahal, tapi sesuai harga gimana menurut lu, Jor? Menurut gue, jujur sedalam-dalam hatinya ya, walaupun di sponsor ya, beberapa barang Razer itu overpriced. I have to be honest. Beberapa barang Razer tuh overpriced. You paying for the brand, lu bayar buat merek Razer. Kau mending beli artis kok bang. Waktu itu belum ada artis. Itu zaman-zamannya belum ada seri artis, tuh belum ada. Wireless nggak delay kok. Yang ini sih enggak ya. G102 tapi feel-nya agak kurang plastiki banget. Gue paling nggak mau. Wait. Ini mouse gue yang ini nih. Ini pertama kali datang nih. Ini last ya. Abis ini gue off ya. Ini mouse ini pertama kali datang nih. Ini mouse nyokap gue yang beli sih. Nyokap gue yang beliin buat gue. Gue nanya, "Mih, lu mau beliin gue mouse baru kan?" Gue nanya gitu kayaknya boleh. Tapi gue kode-kode sama gue kayak Mih, kayaknya Razer udah keluarin mouse wireless baru tuh, kayak boleh tuh lu beliin buat gue gitu. Bayar deh mami gitu. Gue rayu-rayu dikit lah. Terus nyokap gue tiba-tiba kayak oh ya udah kalau lu mau beli aja. Gue kayak alright, that's great, dibeliin. Pas datang gue merasa ini mouse bener-bener kayak plastik banget, bentuknya kecil banget, kayak build quality-nya menurut gue kurang bagus. Nih Viper Ultimate, tapi lama-lama seiringnya gue pakai enak, Cok. Lama-lama jadi enak banget. Apalagi wireless-nya itu yang bikin enak. Cobain mouse wireless 10k, Jor, dijamin no delay. Maksudnya mouse wireless 10k apaan, Cok? Kayak enak, Cok, ini lama-lama, Cok. Lama-lama ya. Tapi pertama kali pakai nggak enak, lama-lama enak. Berapa Jor Viper Ultimate? 2 juta, Cok. Waktu itu padahal cuma iseng. Gue sebenarnya nggak kepengen banget ini. Cuman gue ngeliat kayak anjir kerennya mouse barunya ya. Gue liat kan kayak ini gue beli 2 tahun lalu kayaknya deh. Tahun lalu atau 2 tahun lalu gue lupa. Pas habis. Oh, waktu itu posisinya gue lagi di rumah sakit. Gue sakit, Cok. Gue di rumah sakit. Terus gue kayak Mih, kayaknya itu maksudnya bagus deh, mouse Razer yang baru gitu. Gue bilang kayak bagus deh kayaknya. Gue bilang kayak bagus banget. Terus mami baik banget hari ini. rayu-rayu dikit. Terus dia kayak ya udah deh kalau lu suka beli aja. Gue kayak seriusan lo. Dibeliin, Cok. Aduh, gue gak ngerti. Gue kayak bener-bener gue gak ngerti. Gue bener-bener kayak anjir, baik banget mak gue hari ini. Gue beli jadi habis itu. Pernah pakai peripheral ROG nggak pernah. Gue belum pernah coba ROG. Dari laptop apa semua belum pernah gue coba ROG. Meminta dengan gaya. Kaget, Cok. Itu bener-bener kayak it doesn't make any fucking mouse gue jatuh. Bahaya. Oke, guys, gue udahan dulu. Thank you. I wanna take a rest. Udah lebih 8 menit. Gue pengen istirahat dulu, rebahan, tiduran. Thank you so much udah tune in malam ini. I'll see you guys tomorrow ya. Gue besok streaming siang lagi. Kita akan membawa pesan-pesan lagi dari sponsor kita untuk besok. AMD adalah. Tapi ini besok ya guys ya. Nggak hari ini. Udah capek hari ini. Main pakai mouse kantor nggak mau anjir. Dulu gue main pakai mouse kantor, Cok. Thank you guys sudah nonton. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.